almost all. I'm like, that's my new addiction. Those fragrances, colognes.
And you discovered this today?
Yeah.
So you're at the cologne counter at Ross, and you're like, "Can I smell these?"
No. No.
August 5th, 2022. This is the Red Light District Show.
Yeah!
Ha! It's Friday, it's payday, and there is no other place you'd rather be. This week on the Red Light District Show, we have Concert for Causes. We will show you a couple of performances from that amazing event. We will also get into Conspiracy Theory Iceberg Part 3.
Tier 2 film?
Oh, Tier 3 Part 1. Sorry.
So confused.
It goes deep, homeboy. Ask about him. We are going to talk about why Susan isn't here.
I can't wait for that.
We will go over the top 10.
You guys go pee on that one. You guys got a rest real fast.
Musicians still alive after insane drug use. We did some things this weekend, and we got some notes. Let's go over these notes. I have some notes about Isaac, I think.
See, I always get anxiety on this part of the show because you don't know what he's or who or what's gonna happen.
What do you mean? He always starts with you.
No, well, yeah, but
Yeah.
but I don't know what it is though.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I know what it is.
It's because you
Okay.
do so much shit, you can't keep track of it
So
all?
we went to the Ventura Theater, right? We had a concert for causes, a couple weeks back, and it was an amazing event. By the way,
was good.
It was a really good event. And Sean, you're the MVP. And in my notes, I have Sean. The whole, I was gonna get into it about you, but I decided not to.
Oh,
Because guess what? Because you're the man, dude.
I am the man. Yeah.
That's true.
You're the man.
You are the man.
You were the lifesaver of the red light, and I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Fair enough.
You did good.
Good
I'm
job,
proud of you.
Me either.
Yay, Sean.
Good job,
Let's
Sean.
hear it for Sean, everybody.
Stefan, how did that show do at the Ventura Theater, the metal show,
It did
in
good.
comparison to other shows we've done?
It did pretty good. And like we were talking, we used to do the variety shows, and those were kind of hit and miss. But when we grouped the genres together,
That works better.
they seemed to work a lot better. Because the punk one we did was good, the metal one was really good. So if we do another genre and stick them together,
Yeah, that makes sense now.
it drags those kind of people out to that show.
And people stay longer. That's the thing.
Yeah, because they want to hear more of that kind of music.
Well, yeah, you're getting one fan base to be there longer instead of just waiting for that one fan base when you have multiples because they'll leave
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's actually a great idea because I remember last time you guys did that when it was a variety show. It was
Their crowd would
variety.
leave, but they
Yeah,
were
it was
done.
coming
It was
late.
sad.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the night, we have one band playing, and there's not that many people.
And it was like 6
anymore.
people there.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of sad.
Well, especially with Robot Nature, because Robot Nature is such a great band, and people didn't stick around from. Get the fuck out of here.
See, I
Well,
like
anyways,
that though, because that's just having them for us,
I know I did feel special though.
Our own personal concert with those guys.
It did. It was awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I met Isaac's girlfriend. She's real.
Like, it's not like a robot or anything?
No, and she's a fucking solid 9 for sure.
Personality gets her to the top 10.
Oh, is that right, Romeo?
Okay, she's got to be like 6'3".
No,
Yeah,
she's
she's-
5'11".
She's not 5'11".
I'm 6'3".
She's not 5'11", dude.
She's not taller than
I'm
me.
5'11".
She's
taller than me.
She's taller than me, and I'm
She is
5'11" 3/4.
5'11" and 3/4?
Yeah,
She's like the same height as you,
Wait, what?
dude.
I'm 6 foot.
You're
I am.
No, he's not.
You're
Okay.
You're 6 foot.
Come on, guys.
when he's got his
We want to bet
cleats
this
on.
or what?
No, I mean I'm just asking.
I
trust you.
I'm down to do a fucking.
So what do you
fart spray.
What do you want me to do this? Do you want me to hype you up?
She's not
on
5.
this?
She's not
So
5'11".
are we saying you're 5'6" then?
I'm 5'6".
Yeah. Or no, wait, you're 6 foot. You're saying?
5'11" 3/4.
Okay, so you're not 6 foot.
5'11" 3/4.
She's 5'11",
She's not.
and she towers you by like 6 inches.
She does.
She's not 5'11". I put it on my
super
kids.
tall.
So then how tall? I'm 6'5" now. Because your son walked in. It's like, hey, how tall are you? 6'5".
Okay, dude.
So I'm 6'5", and you're 6 foot.
She's
And then
she might be even taller than you,
Cool,
bro.
then I'm 6 foot now too.
All right. So who?
Is she not almost as tall as you, or even not taller than you?
No, she's not taller than me for sure. 100%.
She's pretty close, dude.
But she's close.
We measured back to back in just a 4-inch.
Like whatever your top peak, widow peak hairline of your Sonic haircut.
Yeah.
That's how much taller she is.
Okay. So, my point is, Isaac, she's breaking up with you, bro.
Okay.
You bamboozled her so good.
Uh-huh.
Listen, when it's just me and you and the guys talking,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, Isaac's probably a 7 or 8.
Okay.
He's a good looking dude. But when you're next to her,
Yeah.
you're ugly as fuck. You're 5 or 4.
That's okay.
You know, I have
That's
this theory.
perfect.
It
fine.
doesn't look right.
I don't care.
I have this theory, right? That if you're with a girl that's that hot and you look like Isaac, you either have a lot of fucking money or you've got a huge fucking.
And he
car.
has neither one of
So
them.
good on you, dude. Like,
Thank
because
you.
we know you're broke as shit. So.
True.
And he doesn't have a huge dick because he's admitted to it. Suzanne said it's 4 inches.
4 inches. Well, she said it was like right at average, right?
She's just a stopover. That's all. She'll move on eventually.
She's an overnight flight.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible? And I don't judge. And not that I say that she has the looks of it,
Right.
but is it a guy?
Does she have a dick? You're saying? Are you asking if my girlfriend has a
Maybe.
a cock?
She's very, very tall.
And is this because she's taller than you? Is
She has
that hurting
an
your masculinity
abnormally
that you're
large
asking
clit.
because?
It did hurt my masculinity.
Okay, as long as you're willing to admit that.
I'm gonna talk about that. Yes.
Okay.
I did feel fucking.
Did you
Towered
feel
on?
threatened?
I felt like there's no chance I can get her. Usually
I
when
would
there's a
hope
girl,
not. She's dating me. I mean, at
when
least not with
usually
me.
when I'm when
Had you ever felt that before?
very few and far between.
This guy, hey, he talks to us. You know, you gotta give him that.
You gotta give them the 8 minutes.
Is it a girl?
Yes, it's a woman.
100%.
Did she have an Adam's apple?
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
I just thought maybe she hit it well.
Nope, that's 100% woman.
What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
How'd you pull it off? Is what he
We
means.
known each other 10 years ago.
Oh my god, this is this is the only other thing I can think of that might have happened is she's so tall, she doesn't want to date anyone shorter than her,
And I just make that cut.
and you just make that cut, and you're like, I guess I'll fucking settle for him.
Okay. But I've known her
She's
10
like-
years ago, so we dated 10
my
years. We dated 10 years
God.
ago.
She's like,
You really
secretly-
didn't. You went on a date 10 years ago, and you're fat, and she didn't want to be with you.
That's not true. We went on several dates, and we got intimate.
Did she blew you or
We
fucked?
got intimate, yeah.
You're
Well, we
lying.
didn't fuck, but we got intimate.
She
yeah.
blew you.
No, we fucking
What?
You finger blast her.
yeah.
That's it?
She's on a period.
You finger blast her on her period?
Well, I didn't go in. I
That's
just
fucking
rubbed the cut.
disgusting.
You're
didn't-
gross.
what? That doesn't
I'm
count, dude.
I'm a gross individual. You know, yeah, what? This is
That's,
not a fucking.
that's void. That's not even a relationship, dude.
Okay.
Okay, so what? So
He's fucking retarded.
so you're with this girl.
Uh huh.
Stop it.
It's real.
Yes.
How did you bamboozle her?
And you're ugly as fuck.
I went to the school of Tim Amoroso, baby. What are you talking about?
No. What happened?
So I just.
Are you paying her?
No. I'm not.
You giving her rides places?
No.
She borrowing your car?
Is this all like a big rouge?
Why is this so unbelievable that I'm dating the person I'm dating?
Because when you look, Sean, can you send that picture to me? I'm gonna put it right here.
Yeah.
When you see you two next to each other,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, she took her retarded brother to the concert.
To the prom.
That's good.
Have you seen my baseball?
That's you had this all week, and that's the best you can come up with.
have you seen my wiener?
Have you seen my wiener?
Okay.
Isaac,
Have
it
you
just
seen
doesn't
my
work.
wiener?
It doesn't.
That's great, dude. I don't want to be hotter than my girlfriend. I would never. That's not the goal. You want to date someone that's hot that makes you look ugly. So when you catch the guys looking, I'm like, yeah, that's my fucking girlfriend.
Hold on. I think he's just going for points now. She must be listening to the show or
Probably.
something.
Yes.
No, that's been my answer.
No,
when
she
I first
knows.
talked to you.
They know. They know
that's
this was
a lot
coming.
less ego.
Because
than
I told
Isaac
him I
usually
don't want
has.
to. I don't want to. I'm not going to talk to him about it right now because I want to save it for the show. Is what I told him. Yes or no?
This is true.
Okay, so you're pivoting.
No, I'm not pivoting. This is something
You're
that I'm
pivoting.
already going to say already, regardless of the fact.
He's pivoting.
What am I pivoting on? Because that I like it that she's hotter than me. Because that's true. Why would you want to date someone that's hotter than you? You don't want that. You would not want to date someone that's hotter than you.
Is she Mexican?
No, she's white.
Oh, gee, no wonder.
What the
She's
hell are you
very,
talking
very
about
pretty.
now? White people are the
Shut
only
up.
people
No,
you
but I
like.
wasn't talking to you.
What? Excuse me?
That's
I
his.
was talking to him.
Look
Hey,
at.
I'm talking to
Hey,
you.
can
let
you
him
please
know.
check your white privilege?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Please.
There's a man of color here. You
Thank
don't
you.
tell him to shut up.
Yeah, I bet his brother did.
You
Hi.
don't need to worry
Enzo,
about my
listen,
brother.
I'm sorry.
I'm not worried about
White
anything.
Ansel.
Why
I'm
do you
just
bring him
making
up
a
every
statement.
show? Do you got the hots for my brother?
Because I only met him that one time.
He wants to blow him.
I just want to know why there's.
I only met him one time, and that one
I
time.
just want to know
he's
why
pretty
there's
attractive.
this lopsided difference between you two. Is you know.
Probably different moms.
Because that's the way it goes sometimes, buddy. You just need to accept it and move on.
It's called genetics.
I don't know how to.
Okay, can
Explain
we
it
move
to
back to Isaac?
Oh,
No, I'm
sorry.
totally perfectly fine talking
Okay,
about
when you
genetics with.
so when you first
Uh-huh.
have sex with her, do you come right away?
No,
Oh, shit, that's the other thing I was going to talk about.
go ahead.
You have ED.
No, not anymore.
Okay, so talk to me about this ED situation.
It's because I was watching all the porn and jacking off, man. I desensitized my dick.
So what happened though? Talk about
Wait, what did you do to your dick?
I
Desensitized. You did You're like,
I'm also
There he is
high.
again.
desensitized my dick.
You want to see my dick?
Have you seen my
Have you seen my wiener?
wiener?
Is that-
Oh,
is
is
that
that the
like
best you got?
Is
Is that like a fetish
Have you
or
seen
something?
my wiener?
Yeah, it's when you wrap your dick on.
I mean,
hot dog.
other people might have this problem too.
Uh-huh.
You're 34,
35 actually.
35, okay, and you can't get your dick hard. How does it happen?
That's not nearly as whatever. That's not even.
Hey, can
we
you?
go again. It's
You're
like a
drunk
party
already,
here. Damn.
Drinking the thing all day.
but you're knocking over bottles.
So I bumped the fucking bottle. So what?
It makes
Nobody's
it look
ever
like you're
done that
drunk.
before.
Why is it
Yeah,
there?
you're also about to turn the TV off too.
Okay,
What else are you gonna knock over?
so
Would you mind
so
your own business?
hold on, we're into deep fucking shit. Do you have ED?
No, dude.
Did you have it when you were doing all that coke?
That's why you're
Well, sometimes when I was
Okay.
doing a lot of coke, yeah.
Yeah, me too. But you're not doing coke, right?
No, I jacked off too much and desensitized my dick.
Desensitized.
I desensitized my dick.
Okay, so what happened?
What, the whole build up? You want me to
Yeah,
talk-
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's fine. I guess I could talk about it. So prior to meeting my girlfriend, yeah, prior to meeting her, I was masturbating quite frequently and watching too much porn, and my porn selection started to get wilder and wilder as I noticed it.
You're disgusting.
Wilder
Prior
and
to
wilder.
meeting her.
Uh huh.
Oh, wait, there's so much to unravel here. Wilder. Yeah, exactly.
What, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, and then before her. No. This is during her as well.
Okay.
Okay, so stop trying to.
No, not during her. No, not during when
You
I'm.
guys are watching movies
Yes.
together?
No.
Not
Well,
with
hey, this
her.
is what I'm
I'm
into.
saying that while you're dating her, you're jacking off a gang too.
Nah, it was starting to slow down a little bit, but I had a. It was.
So what were you doing? Like you're waking up. Let's just say 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, it depends on the mood and how vigorous I was that day.
And how many do you think you're jacking off a day?
3.
Times 3
Oh.
at 35.
Yeah.
You don't have other better things to do.
I work from home, bro.
So like,
Oh, guess it's time to jack
off time.
Exactly what that is. Yeah.
Or
Rip one out before lunch.
Yeah.
and so
have an afternoon nap and then back to work.
and this is probably why you have a low load.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think that the only person here that
I don't
has a
know
big
that-
load is Sean.
I don't know that has much to do with it.
No, it does because I did an experiment.
I jerk off a lot. And it's that shit,
Are you
that
doing
shit
3
comes
times a
out.
day? Are you
I
doing
have.
3 times?
I've done a lot
Are you doing more than
I've done
then
more than
fucking
3.
champion because after 3 I'm like fuck, this is a lot. Like I feel guilty after 3.
Okay, so who's like the people that you like to
Yeah,
look up?
3
on
is
porn?
around where guilt kicks in.
Like who are your top 3?
Fucking what was her name? Adriana something. But she is like fucking.
Chechik?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is she?
She's like Czech and American or something.
Yeah, she's like
She's Americanized
she's
Czech
Eastern
or
European
Eastern. Yeah.
chick, but Americanized.
She's hot.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Do you jack off too? A bunch?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it daily?
No, not anymore.
Your
I
wife
can't
started.
I can't shoot huge loads if I'm jacking daily, man.
Your wife putting out?
Yeah, always.
Now it's fucking lying. I don't know what to believe with
I'm
you
not
no more.
lying. I
You
don't
are.
lie about that.
You do too.
My wife and I fuck all the time, man.
You're lying.
Don't
shoot
forget to
power
fuck.
loads.
Don't forget to fuck more.
Okay, so who's the other one too?
And I just found her before I kind of started. I'm happy. I even told Sean this. I'm happy I found this person before I started decide to wanting to stop watching as much porn. It was Anita Lopez or something. She's this really cute, like slim, Latina with a huge tongue. Fucking.
What? Is she part reptilian?
I don't even know. But when she gives that blowjob, she can literally have a cock in her mouth and a tongue will fucking tickle your fucking
Can you
sack.
send me the link? I mean,
Oh yeah, I got you, bro. That shit's fucking intense.
Okay, so and then who's your third one?
This is a oldie that I have, and I it's I don't even know what I can't say it.
Okay, we don't have to say it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Suzanne.
No, I'll tell you
Suzanne?
off. I'll tell you off air.
Okay,
Cause I don't want people to know.
Can we take us off air right now?
no.
No.
So then you just jack off so much, and then your girl comes over.
So
like, when she came over when you first experienced it?
Yeah.
Did you jack off that day?
Yes,
How many times?
just once,
Okay.
just to get it prime.
And then so she came over and she's like riding you out, or
Well, it didn't happen the first. I don't recall if it happened the first time, but the second time I know it happened. The second time we were intimate. The problem I was having.
is she on top or you on top?
I was on top, and then she got off, and then that instant she got off, then I kind of just like got tired. It got tired, and I think what happened was it was just desensitized. It was just done. Like it felt good. I was aroused, but I was able to get the arousal back in like 5 minutes. It was not like it just I guess got like was like because I've been jacking off too much. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you
But
came.
is that even the same thing as like a medical thing, or was he just a little fucking tired once?
I don't know, but what it was is, and I guess that could be true because I never really got it like figured out. But what it was is that she felt bad because she goes, "Hey, like I saw you got soft," and she felt self-conscious about it. And I go, "Well,
the fuck?"
I go,
That always happens.
and then she's all like, "Are you even into me?" And I go, "Bitch, like what the fuck? You're like a 10. What the hell are you talking about? You're fucking beautiful. You're fine. It's not that." And plus, didn't I not want to keep fucking? Like, and we fucked more, but sometimes it just gets soft. And I get hard again.
Does this have to do with the Russian dick pills? Is this before or after?
I didn't take any Russian dick pills.
I heard a rumor you were taking some Russian dick
This
pills.
was back in season 2. That was a storyline.
Okay,
not real.
so she starts booking you about that.
Yeah.
You call me freaked out the next day.
Well, it was okay. Calm down. It wasn't freaked out.
It freaked out enough for you to go out and get all those vitamins.
Did you buy like creams and shit?
No, I bought a testosterone booster.
Oh, don't
Libido.
do that.
Russian?
The booster, yeah.
Don't do that.
There's nothing. It's organic. It's nothing bad.
And then you got. Did you get your package?
Yeah.
Did you use it?
I used one and jacked off to it. See, because that's what it tells you to do.
So you did get Russian dick pills.
No, I got generic Viagra.
Oh, you got American dick pills.
Yes.
American dick pills.
Okay, so when you used it to jack off, what was it?
I had a. It was a. Well, I didn't know the dosage, and they said they tell you start off with 25, and then I took a 25 and then waited an hour or whatever, and then I said, okay, cool, let me friggin' have
Beat
some fun
off.
here. And then it was just like nothing. It was just fine. I mean, all it did was make it like I wasn't like. I was still kind of erect but flaccid, which was weird because usually when I'm erect, it's done. But it was still kind of engorged. But then there wasn't nothing. I had to take 2 of them because each one was 50, so I had to take 100 for the maximum dosage. So I have them, but I don't need them. Like we've been intimate plenty of times after that, and it's been no problem.
You just not jacking off as much?
Not jacking off, not watching it porn. And that's literally within a couple of days, whatever, of just kind of detoxing that out, whatever. Every once in a while, I'll have urges, but it's not like before where, like, hey, dude, like it's like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. You probably don't need to watch porn right now. And then how about you do some work? Go get another cup of coffee. You know what I mean? And just kind of purge that out. But I'm fucking. It's back, baby. Ooh, no. Fucking,
So when you're using that thing, it's back.
well, I don't know if it's that or if it helps. Maybe I don't know, but I just know that a combination of maybe that and not watching porn and jacking off too much has helped definitely the erection go up and stay up.
Is it more like vigorous?
Yeah.
Are you firmer
Stiffer?
longer?
Yeah. Cause like she does things to me, right? And then she's like, is she even
Fingers your butt. and-
No, she was. I didn't want to be crude, but yeah, she was giving me a fucking blowjob, and then
Okay.
she's all like, "Oh fuck, you're fucking hard," and I was like, "I know it's harder, but like it's been the hardest it's been since we've been intimate because I've taken procedures, and I don't know if it's because of the procedures or maybe I'm just not tired or maybe a combination of all of them."
Procedures.
Yeah,
Don't say tired and work at home in the same sentence ever.
mentally tired. Bro.
Don't say procedures anymore either.
Plus, I go to the gym like 2 hours every day, so I mean, yeah, I'm tired.
Mm,
I go longer than you do.
mm.
But what are you doing while you're there?
Mm.
You just taking pictures? Are you using the equipment? Or what?
No,
Just
Yeah.
hanging out with that
'Cause
one
he's-
guy who was here.
Making his stories,
He's in the steamer and shit.
yeah, that's
Follow him on Facebook and find out.
hanging out with Shatner.
Shatner in the steam room.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I honestly called you because I didn't know. Because as we get older, you want to be more, I even talked to you about the certain pills too, and even Sean asked me, so I even sent him the link on the.
Well, I mean,
We want
just
to
to be honest,
take care of our sexuality, health, and
yeah,
physical health.
I really think that pornography is not that good for you.
I don't think it is.
And I try not to, like, one of my like mantras is don't jack off before a show or the night before or have sex, because it sort of took away my edge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the craziness. Like if I'm just fat, dumb, and happy, like it's not going to be a struggle. And that's sort of what the show was sort of built upon, you know what I mean? That's a struggle, who we are, and it made and Dennis was onto this. This is a different. Dennis takes it to the extreme where he's
He went
pissed
to
off at
fucking
everybody,
Manhattan.
and then
style.
purposely now wants to jack off for that reason, or what?
right,
And then take it out on them, thinking like I'm doing it because I despise women.
yeah.
This is anti-women right here. I'm not jacking it.
But I think, and maybe if you want to have porn every so often, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I think we're in a fucking society right now that everything is just so easy.
Yeah.
It's easier to stay home and jack off than it is to go actually meet fucking people.
Bro. And also,
Or try to be a simp on fucking IG.
oh my god, I saw something like e dating or e-sex or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was like it's like the new version of cybersex, and
Yeah, it's stupid.
and it was like why that's why I was thinking like, why am I jacking off too much? I have a fucking
Because it's
study.
an addiction,
I-
dude.
it is.
It
It
is. It's
is.
like drinking. Like if you binge drink like every fucking day,
Mhm.
like you build up that tolerance to the point where you're just like, oh, whatever, and you can slam a fucking half a bottle and it doesn't do shit for you.
Yeah, fucking
But
half a bottle of
you
Jaeger.
lay off the bottle for like a month, and guess what? Like you're good to go again. You're hammered drunk. It's no
Yeah.
different than beating your meat every day and then laying off of it, and then you're shooting webs like Spider-Man.
Like Sean Smart, baby.
Like me.
Yeah, I noticed like when you started saying that,
Yeah,
like I haven't had that problem.
yeah.
When I was doing shit I shouldn't have been doing, like
Yeah.
when I was like knee deep in cocaine, like I was having that problem.
Yeah.
However, after I haven't,
Yeah.
but I noticed myself that fire that's inside of me is dwindling because of the porn
Yeah.
and fucking beating it all the time. So the first things I started doing is like, all right, I'm not gonna say, oh, never jacking off again. So or watch porn. So what I need to do is take it down.
Mm.
So maybe like the first week, 2 times a week, take it away. That means I could possibly do it for 5 times, 5 other times. I didn't need to, but and now, like this past week, I only did it twice. It is an addiction,
Yeah, that was scary because I didn't know how far deep I was in. That was a scarier part too. Because I made it. It was just like, that should be normal. Thinking, who doesn't jack off 3 times a day and watches porn? And then the porn, which was was also scary. It was getting worse. Like everything I thought was the next level to heighten my filth and arousalness. I had
moved up to like Brazilian
I had a-
porn and stuff.
I had a result. Well, it didn't really get to that point, but it was just becoming to me because I already saw the plethora of filth that I wanted to see. I lived in that area. I lived in the fucking web. I know from this person. I don't know names, but I've seen people. things. I was like, that's not healthy.
That's why
either.
Adriana Chet chick. She does a lot of prolapse videos. So
Oh no.
that's some good stuff right there.
See, I don't like anal. I don't like watching that.
I don't like watching prolapse sex porn.
I don't
Dude,
like.
that's all Adriana does though.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't just do that. I don't watch those ones.
Okay.
I don't.
Is that real, Sean?
It's completely real. She does a lot of prolapse fucking videos.
She takes a lot of fucking black dick.
She takes a lot of dick in the ass.
A lot of.
See, I don't even like anal.
Double dick in her
sometimes
ass.
triple dick probably.
A deep.
I think there was a 3P in there.
Yeah, that. That's what I'm saying. The pervert. Look at that. And this. The reaction that this man has is correct. Is the whole like, what the fuck are you watching that for?
Sean, how do you watch porn and where do you watch it?
Usually I watch it on my phone when I'm on travel.
When you're
I can't
home.
be banging my wife.
You're just doing this
His wife's
bullshit again,
watching.
huh?
His wife.
No, I have a thing.
Did you see the name of last week's show?
No.
So you think you can out dom me?
What is it
Do
called?
you think you can dom?
No.
And I'm just making. I know what it is. I know it's none of those. I just thought it was.
I'll teach you how to dom.
There
I
you
think.
go.
I don't know, dude. I have my routine. I go on travel and like the first.
But
like,
I
I
mean,
do it every day up until like I'm 2 days away from home, and then I cut it out because I know like it's that addiction effect. I'm like, okay, gotta get that stamina back. Gotta wean off of it.
Two days
gotta
exactly.
be ready for that pussy when I get home.
see, the thing is that I met with you and your wife this week,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I was trying to show you guys about the dom situation.
No, you weren't.
Debatable.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, I was there. Were you there?
Oh, I was there.
And
So
was
you
your
all-
wife there?
Yeah, my wife was
So
there.
all three of us, were we discussing things?
There was a lot of people there. Stefan was there.
I mean,
what?
not he was around, but he wasn't in our circle talking.
Oh, I'm not part of the circle now?
You're always part of the circle.
Yeah, but you
Thanks,
don't.
Sean.
Part of that circle.
You don't want to. You're not talking about like
Oh, thank you for the
the
shot of
doms.
tequila, by the way.
That circle's nasty.
Absolutely, man.
We weren't gonna bring you into the dom conversation.
Okay.
I was just showing Sean. I was like giving his wife and him tips so they can. I did it in an open setting.
I'm
So
the only one who gives
nothing.
my wife the tip. All right.
Right, and I get that, and I respect that.
All right.
But I was helping you guys out with your sex life.
I don't know about that, but
I think so.
Yeah,
mean, maybe
Isaac, you were there
I
in the
was there.
circle.
maybe there were some underlying messages of teachings that I didn't quite. Maybe they went over my
See,
head.
that's the thing. What I was trying to teach you is to
Beta
listen.
That's a
I'm
beta
listening.
mentality.
No, you weren't because you're like, well, maybe something went over my head. That's what you just said right now.
Okay.
So you're not paying attention. This is why she lusts after me.
No, she definitely does not.
I can't help this. Okay.
I was agreeing to him up to that point, and then once he said that, I go, I can't help you anymore, dude.
This is a
Where
human
this is where the story ends.
Yes.
lust is a
Lusting.
strong word.
Yeah, that's what. Maybe check you out. Maybe fantasize, but lust. That's like fucking. Top.
I'm trying to be like
You're subtle. Yeah, very subtle.
the Tom Cruise of wordsmith.
Is that what you're going for?
Yes.
Okay. By all means.
Did anything help?
Maverick,
Any of the
continue.
things any suggestions I gave you guys help you guys out?
I don't know. You'd have to be a little bit more
In your
specific with which suggestions you were talking about.
in the dom community with you trying to be a dom to your wife.
Yeah, no.
Did he
nothing.
say the
It
terminology?
didn't
right?
work.
No.
Unity.
Is there a dom community? Ansel? It's more of a
Not
hood.
in the sense that he means, no.
It's more of a hood.
So, anyways, Sean,
Let her
I
good.
want you guys to do good.
Oh, we do great.
Okay.
That-
And
yeah,
I want
since
you to
then-
be a better dom.
No, I'm an amazing dom.
Debatable.
I don't think so though,
Wow, you've seen his movies or something? How do you know?
because
He wouldn't be
of the
acting the way-
conversation, he sort of acts very feminine at times. He's not the.
Is that wrong?
I'm not going to take charge. He's not a take
Okay.
charge guy. He's not a leader.
Okay.
Like me, I'm a leader.
Oh.
Like you, I'm a natural leader. I have natural charisma.
Over there trying to dom shame me. Shit.
I'm not. I'm trying to help you in your relationship out.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to be successful.
He's dom praising.
Dude, if you ever want me to show you like any dom stuff, I can show you the ropes.
Oh, that's cute.
Like quite
I
literally.
Yeah,
almost,
please.
I almost said that. It was funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute.
So, we're gonna still play this game where you're like, oh, I'm the greatest dom in the world, and
I didn't say I'm the greatest dom in the world.
see, that.
I'm just saying, like when you
I think your wife's the dom, and you trying to be the dom, and I'm trying to make you the alpha in that relationship.
I almost forgot about the fags.
Isaac, stop. Don't bring it up.
Because I just remembered right now. Sorry.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you went to the recruiter's office, did you know what you wanted to do?
In the military?
In the Navy, yeah.
I want to be the greatest.
I wanted to just be the best ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
He did. Boom.
A legend was born.
The voice.
You know what happened with me?
Yeah.
They tried to put me on subs, but I'm too much of a dom, so it didn't fucking work out.
On submarines?
Was that your great story to win back your credibility from him?
I'm just saying.
Show motherfucking vote.
Why are subs not cool?
Yeah. What's up with subs?
You guys.
Oh, I get it. It's a joke.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a military joke. It's a submarine.
No, sub, like submissive.
Yeah,
That's why I
sub,
said
yeah.
that. Do
With the
another
recruiter,
one, please.
he said, "No, you're gonna go in the
Can
Navy,
we-
but you're not going in the subs."
Try
Can we just
harder.
erase
We
that
got
part
it.
of the show?
Yeah, we got it. I got it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
People are like,
That's cute.
subscribe.
Damn, you guys are
Are we gonna start doing vaudeville next?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Who's on first? Sean, is it? Because he's
I'm
a
actually
sub.
like sick right now.
Can we get the sub in for who's on first?
All right, this is 10 musicians still miraculously alive after insane drug use.
Insane drugs.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm trying to pump up your list. I'm sorry, man.
That was it?
Whitest lists ever.
Are there gonna be any black people in there?
Number 10,
No.
Mick Fleetwood.
That's the blackest one, probably. Bless you.
Can you not
Dude, that was crazy.
put COVID
right?
in this room? Namesake drummer Mick Fleetwood, now age 69, has settled for a quieter lifestyle in Maui, where he has resided for a number of years, but from the 70s to the 80s, the heyday of most commercial successful lineups. Excuse you, bro.
Whoa.
He's making me sneeze over here.
How is he making?
Can you stop making him sneeze, dude?
Hey, body, stop.
He stinks.
putting like pepper under his nose or
Yeah,
something.
how am I?
He emits sneezing powder. What the
I
fuck?
don't stink. I took a shower.
Mick Fleetwood described his early experiences with cocaine in Los Angeles in the 70s as the first wave of the tsunami of the white powder that rolled in.
White powder.
I don't like it when you say that. Don't say that anymore.
White power?
Hey, can
Powder?
Can
You just
check,
shut the fuck up.
Check
Phil.
your white privilege.
White
Come on.
powder.
The tsunami exactly, and Fleetwood put up his nose for at
to
least
kick you
20 years. He took an eighth of an ounce every single day. The drug didn't cost Fleetwood years of insanity. It also led to numerous bankruptcies and also led to 3 failed marriages.
It's an 8 ball a day. That's pretty intense.
Number
It's
9,
pretty damn intense right there.
Keith Richards. The scale of drug use used by iconic Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards is cemented in music and pop culture history. The stories of his excesses are legendary. He was busted for heroin numerous times in the 60s and 70s. In the late 70s, Richards allegedly went 9 days without sleep in the recording studio. He later bragged 9 days without a wink. In 2002, Richards admitted in an interview that he snorted his father's ashes with cocaine.
Damn.
That's
Gangster as
hardcore.
shit.
You're next.
Like all of them? like all the ashes? Like over a course of a party?
I don't know.
No,
I mean,
I don't, it must
an
have
8
been-
ball a
Just like-
day.
okay.
Yeah, like an 8. Yeah.
Well, that's not as bad as I was thinking. I was thinking he's cutting the fucking cocaine with it.
Number 8. This is like I did not expect this. Pop and rock legend Elton John.
What about him?
He started taking cocaine in early
Yeah,
70s
of
to
course.
open up
Plus he was
and
gay.
talk to people on stage. He was confident, but off stage he was shy and reserved. So cocaine was a remedy. However, John stated that the drug eventually closed him down. Cocaine remained an essential component in his life through the 70s and 80s. Damn, he was fucking
Lit.
partying.
That's why he was such a good
But
performer.
everybody was doing shit like that back
Everybody
then.
was during that time.
I mean, haven't you heard his music? It's
Crocodile
high
Rock.
energy, bro.
I mean, come on.
Close friends and associates recall that towards the later part of John's addiction, he was killing himself. Record producer Gus Dudgeon, who produced many of Elton John's recordings, revealed that in an interview there was a chance he could push himself off. He'd go out and do some coke, and it would be all over his mouth, and his nose would be running. So I'd go, oh, God, this is just awful. This was 1986. Damn, he used like 30 years of cocaine?
Yeah, man.
John's album, Leather Jackets, in 89. Fuck, by John's own admission, he took cocaine every 4 months, or 4 minutes, and wouldn't leave his home for 2 weeks. He also had violent seizures and heavy nosebleeds. He recounts that his friends would find him collapse and put him to bed only for him to get up immediately and take more cocaine. He was not able to overcome his addiction with treatment until the 90s.
Fuck. Still, that he should probably be dead.
Well, that's weird because I heard going back to Fleetwood Mac. I heard I read a story about how Stevie Nicks done so much cocaine that burned a hole through her nose.
Number 7, Stevie Nicks.
And it fried her throat too. Her voice.
Look at how we were talking about Elton John, and it's not has nothing to do with Elton John. He's talking about someone that's on
I
the
said
list.
going back to that.
I
The
finally
queen
thought of
of-
something for the last one.
For 3 ago. The Queen of Rock and frontwoman of Fleetwood Mac is no stranger to addiction. Nick stated that in an interview with her writer Brian Hyatt, the early life in the band was dangerous. The amount of cocaine being consumed was so much out of control. Nick's 9-year dependence on the drug would have eventually killed her had she not heeded the warning from a doctor in 1986 that her drug use had burned a hole in her nose, and that any more cocaine would most likely be fatal. Her close friend Tom Petty told Rolling Stones, I was very worried about her, to the point, if the phone rang, I said, Stevie died. I wouldn't have been surprised. Nick's treatment for cocaine addiction was a prelude to far more debilitating addiction to Klonopin in the late 80s and early 90s, prescribed by another doctor to keep the singer off cocaine. Nick's recounts that the rehabilitation from Klonopin addiction was far worse than cocaine. Her hair fell out and her skin would peel off.
Don't do that. Do this.
That is fucking drugs, bro.
Really quick, Enzo, the look that you gave Phil when he threw that spitball at your face or near your face was fucking like. If we were on the show, you probably would have murdered him.
He's 5. You just have to remember that he's 5.
He looked at him like he was 5. Like
You can't kill 5-year-olds. You can't kill Phil.
Number 6, Shane MacGowan. The Pokes may be well known for their alcohol-induced antics of their frontman, Shane MacGowan. The Dublin native, now 59, has consumed a lot of hard liquor over the years. He has been in such a near constant state of inebriation that only has his few teeth left. This isn't necessarily the result of drunken brawls, but rather being loaded that he would pass out and inadvertently knock his own teeth out of his mouth. McGowan has also abused heroin, though that pales when compared to his profound love for alcohol, which was so extreme that in 1979 a doctor gave McGowan only 6 weeks to live. It's fitting the band recently partnered up with an Irish whiskey distillery, as McGowan is most certainly an expert. Number 5, Steve Adler. Drummer Steve Adler, of the founding lineup of the quintessential Los Angeles commercial rock band Guns N' Roses, certainly had an appetite for destruction, as their debut album in 1987 suggests.
I see what you did there.
That's pretty fucking cool, huh? Adler's addictions to cocaine and heroin were so severe that the band was forced to fire him in 1990. It was around this time that Adler suffered his first stroke from injecting a speedball. Ansel, have you ever done speedball?
I've seen it done. I didn't participate. I wasn't that high at the time, so I couldn't.
He would
get there
eventually
quite then.
suffer another stroke and a heart attack and spend much of his time in emergency rooms of various LA hospitals. He took an estimated 31 trips to the ER in his lifetime. The heavy slur that accompanies Adler's speech is a result of his strokes. He participated in Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Joe and a spin-off Sober House in 2008. I didn't know that he was that much of a fuck-up.
Oh, dude, totally. You kidding?
Number 4, Stefan Brigatti.
Still
Ridiculous guitar hero Stefan Bugatti was known for his cocaine, heroin, Molly, and acid use all at the same time.
Through his anal hole.
They would put it in a cup and set it on my amps when I would get on stage. So I would just chug it.
Just rocket.
Yeah, he took them anally.
Fucking full
My
blast.
suppository, my Molly suppository.
Just up the ass for quicker
You
highs.
start playing and 15 minutes later, you're just like, whoa.
John
all coming with
Frusciante. John Frusciante.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
My good friend John.
He was 18 years old when he joined Red Hot Chili Peppers in '88, replacing guitarist Hyle Slovak, who had died from a heroin overdose. Frusciante would go on to experience his own full-blown addiction in the 90s, having lived recluse, often to complete squalor. Fuck, man, these are a lot of big words.
Yeah, who wrote this shit? Some genius.
Since quitting the band in '92, his solo efforts
Where's my
during the
weed
time, particularly his second solo album, were recorded primarily
Primarily.
Where's my
for
weed
the
at?
funds to finance a very big heroin and cocaine habit. Bassist Flea recalled, "I didn't think his brain and body could stand up to the amount of drugs he was doing. Frusciante's addiction had become so detrimental that when he finally was able to undergo rehabilitation, he had to have most of his teeth, which had rotted out beyond repair, replaced. He required skin grafts to remove the abscess and scars from his skin. The results, incorrectly injecting heroin, cocaine numerous times."
Sucks.
When you miss the vein.
Just slam it right into your muzzle.
Number 3, Duff McKagan.
Tough. That
That's-
band went through a lot.
Dude, 2 people from Guns N' Roses, 2 people from Fleetwood Mac. Duff McKagan, actually, he's an Oxnard guy, right? He lives in Oxnard?
Yeah, Hollywood Beach.
Another Guns N' Roses
Fourth
alumni.
house on the right.
Duff McKagan recounted in 2011 that the extremely excessive lifestyle surrounding the band in the 80s and 90s turned into a nightmare where that very nearly killed him. Aside from the large quantities of cocaine and heroin, McKagan's fondness for alcohol
Foodness.
was
Nice.
also a
Remember you were
contributing
making fun of me
factor
earlier?
to his near-fatal episode. As McKagan states, "Every day I made sure I had a vodka bottle next to my bed when I woke up."
Jesus.
Early,
That's how
sign-
John Bonham died, drinking all that fucking vodka and shit. Huh?
early signs of a problem were hair loss, kidney
I don't even know
pain.
who I'm talking about.
Is it-
John who? The boxer?
Never mind.
Oh, you done?
John
That
Bonham.
was cocaine.
John Aragon.
Oh, Aragon? I know who that guy is. Lord
Eventually, his pancreas ruptured, having swollen to the size of a football from the excess intake of alcohol.
Fucking
That was a turning point for the bassist, and
What swelled
McKagan
up?
was committed himself to clean living ever since.
One more for the
His
old people.
pancreas.
Pancreas. If you know the size of a pancreas, it usually doesn't get the size of a football.
Does anybody want to guess number 2?
Well, it's either number
Ozzy
2 or
Osbourne.
that's what I was just going to say.
Ozzy.
Ozzy's either number 2 or number 1.
Yeah, I think Ozzy's number 1.
He's got to be number 1.
Number 2, Nikki Sixx.
Oh, nice.
So we're right.
Perhaps
Somebody from that band
1980s
has to have a problem.
era excess is
I mean,
mostly
it's Motley Crue.
personified by the band Motley Crue, of which Nikki Sixx was the bassist. Tales of the band's hedonism,
What?
Hedonism.
Hedonism, dude.
Words.
and
Hinduism.
drug-induced
I didn't know it was a
debauchery
Hindu.
Debauchery.
Debauchery.
are very prevalent in the media and often eclipse the band's musical output. All 4 members were known for their excessive lifestyles, though Nikki Sixx was certainly the most extreme in terms of full-blown drug abuse. An autobiography account penned by Nikki Sixx in 2007 entitled Heroin Diaries explicitly recounts the day-to-day activities from 1986 to 1987 of a man in the deepest throes of cocaine and heroin addiction. The book culminates with a near-fatal heroin overdose, during which Sixx was declared legally dead by doctors before being revived. Of course, this wasn't Sixx's first overdose. Another account from Sixx describes an early overdose that led to his lifeless body serendipitously placed
Serendipitously.
Like, what's
That's right.
tipulously?
placed in an alley. Hi, guy.
What up, dude?
By a dealer to not attract the attention of authorities. When 6 came around, he immediately went home and injected more heroin. Now 58 and sober, he is another miraculous story of maintaining his moral coil despite the overwhelming odds against him.
Get on the
Small
crazy
different
train, everyone.
Did you do coke?
No.
I did it, but I wasn't really into it to the point where I was addicted.
Did you
to
do
it. I had to have it.
more than one line?
No, I don't
You
think
have
so.
He never
You
did
only
coke.
did one line?
Well, how many are you supposed to do?
But back
What amount
Hey,
of cocaine
don't-
is appropriate?
Don't bust me up.
hey,
It's coke.
you
One
have
every
to
15
forget.
minutes.
You have to forget. His shit probably were more pure than your shit, so he probably didn't need that much.
Oh, believe me, dude. No matter how pure I've had it, I always wanted more.
No.
I always wanted more than one line. Does anybody
Always want more
you
than one line.
have you done cocaine, Stefan?
Have I done cocaine?
Yeah,
you were number 4.
It's on the list, bro.
Yeah, you read that
It's on the
list.
list, bro.
You're right though. Like if you can't just get one hit. You'd want to have even when I didn't like it, you want one. You just want one more to chase that what you just
Yeah,
original.
but it
rush.
doesn't. It's just not economically effective.
It's
It
way
wears
too
off too quick.
and it's way too expensive.
Too expensive.
Yeah, but it's fun.
That's why I went to harder things.
Well, that's why
a
everyone
lot of
pitches
fun.
in
much
for it.
cheaper and easier to make.
Which
a
what
lot
is
of
it?
fun.
Bath salts? What?
Shut the door.
Salts? Bath salts?
What did you say? I didn't hear it. What was it? What drug is this?
Sativa?
No, you can start when you're, especially being in the music industry, you start coming across like all the
Oh, the-
speeds and all that crap.
Oh,
all
the underground
uppers.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the peanut butter crank, the bathtub cranks, and then it goes right into meth because that's the cheapest. And you only have to do a little bit, and it lasts 4 to 5 times longer. So it's the cheapest, most
What,
effective.
meth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with meth. Someone put meth in my coke, or they gave me coke,
That had
Said it
meth
was
in
meth.
it.
but said it was no. They gave me meth and said it was coke,
So
and I fucking hated it.
Wait, what?
and-
No,
yeah,
they
yeah.
gave you coke and you thought it was meth.
No, I didn't
They gave
think.
him coke
He
and
thought
it
he
had
was doing
meth in it.
coke, but it turned out to be meth.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what you said. Someone gave you.
No, I said it a bunch of times, and you just heard what you want to say.
We've established the appropriate thing.
Okay.
I did eventually establish it. So
Let's move on.
I bought cocaine. Say, hey, can I have some cocaine?
I'd
and
like
the guy
one
was
cocaine.
like,
Sure.
yes,
He gave you meth.
and he gave me meth.
Okay, got you now.
And then
You fucking partied.
that's not the same.
no.
No, when you're looking for cocaine high and you get a meth high,
It's totally different.
It's
dude.
scary.
No, but I'm
That's
saying
like
you were ready
kicking
to
the
party.
balls
you
right
sniffed,
there.
and it was the wrong shit.
I was like, oh.
And it burns.
So what ended up happening
Gasoline.
is
shoot out some of
that
your fucking
night
sinuses.
I
What
go
ends up
with
happening.
Ansel, or that morning, like 4:00 in the morning, to
radio
do
show?
radio show.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure if you knew, but I was fucking messed up.
I knew you were fucking high on something. I didn't know.
How did you even do the
was
show?
going on.
Bro,
We did the show.
we
bro.
did the show all the time, no matter 1 hour sleep, 2 hours sleep, fucking high, sober, and we were fucking
we were the
the
bomb,
shit.
bro. They loved our fucking show. They fucking loved us.
They loved it.
This college motherfuckers. They fucking were all hung over Sunday morning. Like, oh, this guy's fucking awesome.
They would make comments to the PD about us,
yeah.
like positive comments.
Yeah, they like bring us
And
up.
then they
It was awesome.
fired you because you wouldn't get along with the preacher or some shit.
No,
No,
they
see-
wanted me to continue to do. The dude was pissing and shitting in his pants, dude. And I had to fucking run the board. And I'm in a little room with this dude pissing and shitting in his
no
pants.
ventilation.
Wait,
Not
what?
gonna do it no more.
Oh, 'cause
I did it for 3 months.
You had to train people?
No, I had to run the board. So like you have to do so many hours of like to help the station.
Uh-huh. And who was Pete? And there was literally someone
And
pissing and...
so the person after me was a preacher.
Uh-huh.
He did his own like Jesus show.
Okay.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Sean?
Yeah.
Can you go get the camera or the monitor from my wife?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you have to. The dude after me was like a preacher, right? And he was like playing like his preacher music, and I had to run the board for him. And he was uncontrolled. He couldn't control his bowels,
Wait, what?
He couldn't control like his.
so he wore Pampers.
Yeah.
This is not real.
No, this is
Swear to
this is how
God.
it went down.
Why did they give him that?
I had to wait one time so he could do it.
Does he go to school there?
No, that was his gimmick.
Yeah, that was
Like
his thing.
wait, he had a condition, or that's what he would just do?
He was an old dude.
Yeah,
He was like 80 something.
Why did they give him a show then?
It's a regular radio
Because
station.
you can't
dude.
smell that
And
shit
they-
on a TV show.
Yeah, dude, or a radio show.
And they want.
All right, we'll continue.
a
That's still
Christian program.
that's insane. But go ahead. Okay.
And so I didn't want to
Deal with that
couldn't-
anymore.
I couldn't do it because it made me sick. Like sick to my stomach. Like I'm hungover. I'm doing radio. I fucking kill it. I muscle through our 2-hour show. And then all of a sudden, I had to spend another 2 to 3 hours.
Couldn't you switch with somebody?
I mean, I don't know. I never felt like the show was even. It always went by so fast.
Blink of an eye.
I mean,
You couldn't switch with another person or say, hey, can I do anything but this?
I think eventually you ended up doing that, right?
Well, I finished my hours.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was.
And I didn't want to do it no more. And so they were like, all right, we'll give you a better time slot, but we need you to come in on Sunday. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And then
They still left that as the part of the plot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even acknowledge the fact that he was like,
We're gonna
no.
sweeten it up a little, but listen, the shit and piss you're still gonna have to do, regardless.
They were dicks, man. That one guy was a dick. He was
So
a
then,
dick.
so that was like the final offer. So it was moving in a better slot, but you still have to do Sundays.
So it ended up being like a Friday night from like 7 to 11. So pretty much red light. No, 8 to 11.
Mhm.
And
The party
pretty much
slot.
red light. But I would have to come in on Sundays to run that.
And
I told them, can I do anything else? And then I was like, I'll come and redo the carts. I'll come and I'll do
Mop the
anything.
floors.
Yeah. I
Floors.
told him any, and then he was
Organize
like,
the stacks.
hold on, let me go talk to somebody. And this is when I had all that shit on the table, right? Like, we had Netflix on the table, we had the Sony thing on the table, and the guy is like, all right, I go, we just won the radio station of the year, show of the year, fucking event, and then he comes back to me and says, yeah, you have to do it. And I was like, is there anything? You don't want to do it? Then you don't get nothing. Pretty much how it went down.
It was bad. Because he never liked our show.
It was him, and it was a student PD, not the main guy, the co-guy. He loved it. He would talk so much good shit about it.
But no, it was because
kid.
he was the one who would have to do it when Tim didn't want to do it. Tim didn't want to do
And
it, then
so,
he'd have to show up.
and he
handle
thought
it.
what I was gonna do is call back and say, "All right, I'll do it."
You just said, "Fuck it, we're done."
No, I'm not gonna do it. There's only so much I can take.
I'm not
okay?
mad at you, bro.
There's only so much I can take, and guess what? Piss and shit, my limit.
Yeah, that was.
Prolapse assholes, my other limit.
If the room had some ventilation, maybe.
Or if it was another room. If he's in one room, I'm in another room. Okay.
Would have been simple. Why don't you just tell the old man, hey, you can't do your show no more?
Because you don't.
He's been doing it since the fucking
Yeah,
1977.
you don't just tell the old man, the old
Hey,
Christian
bro, it's
man
time
to
for
get
you to
off the air.
fucking
Time for you to
tell. Hey, why don't you
Shit or
tell
get
him
off
to
the
record it
pot.
at home?
And then like, and my brothers and sisters,
Did he fucking fall asleep before?
yes, that's what I'm doing right now. He would be talking and falling asleep.
No way.
I
No,
swear.
you would be literally in mid fucking sentence, and you'd be like, "Oh shit,
I go,
this guy take a bottle of fucking
Sir.
NyQuil? What the fuck?"
sir, we're gonna pray to Jesus.
What time was he on?
Our
Right
show
after
was
he-
like 5 to
yeah,
7,
right
and
after.
his
In the
was
morning?
7 to 10.
So you had to go 5 o'clock in the morning to 6?
Yeah, till 7.
Till
Five
And
to
then he'd
7.
have to be there till.
And you had to be there till 11 or 10 because you had to do 9 to 10 with the old man?
No. I went from 5 to 7. He went from 7 to 10.
You went 3 hours?
Yeah,
That's
he had a
brutal.
longer slot.
No wonder he was fucking falling asleep.
And pissing himself. Like, I didn't notice it at first, right? The first
Can't
week,
be real.
the first week, I'm like, I thought it was like, because the first guest we had was Jehu, right? So I'm like,
Oh my god.
did Jehu fucking piss? Maybe it's cocoa butter. I don't know. So that's what, because I'm getting a mixture of like faint cocoa butter because I mean they're both brothers. You know what I mean?
He's lingering. Yeah.
I am smelling something. I was like, But I didn't smell it when he was there. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. And the second week, we had a metal band in there. And, you know, sometimes metal and punk people can be grimy, especially from the night over. But when it was just me and Ansel, and we terrorized my mom, like, we were calling her at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we had a whole segment on it. Was it like the story from Merced or whatever?
Because, like, they're just trashy people. Timmy, what do you want? That's what she would tell me. Timmy, okay, I get it. Am I on the air? Oh, no, Mom.
Like, God damn it, Tim.
And then she ended up being on the air.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that made people laugh. Like, that's why they were, like, sort of, they liked us a lot. Because it was a funny segments.
Yeah, we had, like, we had a couple of bits like that were
just reality based. Like, I would call my wife and ask her, like, how come you didn't fuck me yesterday? Like, I would literally say that. Like, guys don't get married. And I would just hang up on her. Don't get married. Like, so, I mean, it was funny reality based things, right? And with mixed in with local music. And they loved it. It was really good. But, man.
They got pissing and shitting all over there.
And I just can't get over it. Why, hello there.
And I
You know, I got to deal with that shit every fucking day.
And I think I got us in trouble.
What? You got to crap your pants every day?
No,
The
you
bad
got to go
words?
into these
Yeah, I
old
said
people's
shit on-
houses.
I said
It
shit
smells
once.
like piss. A lot
I
of
didn't
it
even
just-
know it.
The whole thing smells like
Damn it.
piss with that really old, nasty smell
Dude,
that they are. And,
dude.
They didn't
and there's
dump
nothing
their,
I can
their
do.
piss. They just left it in a
Have you
bucket
never
or
gone
something?
to
If you got to work in the bathroom or something like that, they piss all over the floor. They don't even know it. And I still have to go in there and do my fucking job. And then I'm driving home and I'm smelling piss out of my nose because it just doesn't go away.
It doesn't.
I mean,
And there's like drugs, like old people drugs and stuff in that piss, so it smells extra weird, right?
Yeah, it's like
and then-
vitamins
Probably
and
does.
D. It's
Yeah.
weird.
When I first started working there, I had to rip out this baseboard from the bathroom. That this guy pissed all over the baseboard, and it was bad.
Was he
and
drunk?
he was going, "Oh, I think it's the cat." And I said, "I don't think it's the fucking cat." You
You
know.
pulled an Isaac.
So I ripped out all the baseboard, and I wrapped it in plastic, and I brought it over to the shop, and it permeated through the plastic, and the whole shop smelled like piss. It was nasty. And I had to replace it all, but
Dude, old people can be gross, man.
yeah, some of them don't bathe, they don't
And
fucking know.
that's a shame.
Number one, Ozzy Osbourne.
There we go. Speaking of old people.
Oh, we were doing a list, ladies and
If
gentlemen.
one man
Forgot about this.
has well
Yeah, we did.
and truly astounded the medical community, it is Ozzy Osbourne, now 68, the former frontman of early doom metal pioneers Black Sabbath, and a hugely successful solo artist in his own right.
Pioneers.
According to a 2015 article, the singer's genome reveals how he survived 40 years of rampant drug and alcohol abuse. For instance, researchers observed a mutation on the gene ADH4, a gene linked to alcohol and drug abuse, which may have allowed Osborne to break down alcohol more easily than the average human being.
Fucking A.
What
He's a
the
mutated.
fuck?
That's a superpower.
Yeah.
He's a superhero?
He's gonna be an Avenger.
Jen, I've got alcohol power again.
With that in mind, Ozzy's 4 decades of non-stop benders involving alcohol, acid, marijuana, don't say that, heroin, cocaine, Valium, Vicodin, an astonishing cocktail of amphetamines, tranquilizers, barbiturates, painkillers, and sleeping pills would have apparently killed the ordinary human being.
Uppers, downers, and all arounders.
Yeah.
According to his wife Sharon, at the end of the world, there would be only cockroaches, Ozzy and Keith Richards.
Sounds about right.
And that's the top fucking 10 of musicians
After that story about
who are
the
still
fat-
alive
the
after
father.
insane drug use.
I forgot we were on the list when you told me the story about the father and the priest and the shitting and the pissing. I still don't believe that's real.
Even to this day, like people that I just meet in like because I put like it might still be in my bottom my signature for my email KCSB whatever, and they would say, "Oh, have you ever heard that show with the red light?" I was like, "That's me."
us, baby.
Nuh-uh. Remember when you called your mom? Like it gets brought up. It gets brought up. Like even people that we don't know, like that. I mean, know that watched it or listened to it, because they also have it on the website, and people are just able to like scroll through and listen, and it's attracted, especially in Santa Barbara. People are attracted to like discovering something new, like we're holier than thou type bullshit.
Yeah.
And
I'm the one that first found this out.
yeah, and so that's what we were doing. And during that time, Ansel, we had nothing but bangers, huh?
Oh man,
The music scene at that time.
it was great.
Nothing but bangers.
That was Robot Nature. That was
No, not Robot Nature.
Robot Nature didn't come out in
Employment,
that era?
nuh-uh. The Employment,
Robot Nature didn't come out, there was Hologram Empire. Was that
Hologram Empire.
Yeah.
Who else? Good Deeds. Dirty Rice was hot. American Hoss.
6 was doing a lot of work too.
Yep. Hard Six.
Yeah.
They were doing real well.
Yeah.
There's just a shit ton. Rising Sun.
It was easy. It was easy.
It was just
man.
simple. Yeah.
You just had to open the door, pretty much. It was...
And just be a little bit, do one or two things goofy enough that'll shock that other people aren't doing, and you're just fucking in there.
Ain't like a dirty shirt. The man, the legend,
Fucking A, dude.
the Godfather.
Well,
the voice.
Those old microphones. Man.
this is, it was good times. Good times. This is the Red Light Dish Show.
Other than the show.
I'm your host, Tim Amoroso. This is a cast from left to right. We got Ansel Bartley,
Yeah.
Stefan Brigatti,
What's up?
the man on the ones and twos, Christopher Brang. Mr. Ozzy, do you have that in your genome? AD24?
No.
I don't
That
know.
breaks down alcohol super fast?
No.
I don't know.
No. What do you mean?
How would you know that?
Because you were here taking this mega pint of fucking Jaeger and fucking wanting, what's her name, to suck you off.
Oh, yeah, you're not
Yeah,
fucking
you were
super
pretty
nice.
wasted
Fucking
off the
gross.
yay.
I never asked anybody to do that. Don't be saying shit like
I
Don't
never-
fault my game,
okay,
bro.
Okay,
It's okay,
okay.
bro.
I retract that. Maybe you didn't tell her, but you certainly instigated and certainly applied it.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Insinuated, he's trying to say.
You
Yeah,
got
that
really,
word.
You got really
Words
nice
are hard today.
lips. Remember that?
Words are hard within the red light today.
The force is not strong with us today.
Your lips are so soft.
I want to see your titties.
I never said that. No.
Yeah.
And I
Let me
wouldn't
see
know
those-
if your
Isaac Ice.
titties are
Let
too
me see those
fucking big.
jugs.
And producer extraordinaire, Sean Smart. I'm your host, Tim Amoroso. Does anybody have anything cool before we go to break?
Cool. We just did a bunch of stuff.
Okay, we'll come back and we'll go into
we're
it.
gonna do coke.
We'll be right back. We're going to do some Coke, and we'll be right back. And some Quaaludes.
Coke and Ludes.
Oh, fucking like, dude. And subscribe. And comment. And if you don't, you're a cunt.
And a cocksucker.
Open the door. Fucking dude.
Seriously?
You kicked it.
Love is a poison medicine. You can't get up till you get in. But you know I don't. You know I don't. I'll go
Ventura County. Thanks to Allison. Here's your second time she's even played with us.
3, 2, 1, and we're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
We went away.
I need this, like, to when I'm editing.
We're back.
Yeah, I need to say that because, like, sometimes we're just talking and it just leads into like, oh, I guess they're on the show.
Yeah.
Like, I like signal to Chris or Sean. And
That's all it's ever there for. Like those cues.
Oh, the thing.
No, like verbal cues of saying,
Have you-
and we're back.
have you got pussy
We're
lately?
having a starting point.
He ain't had
No.
pussy since pussy had him.
Don't shut up. you don't even know. You don't even know what a healthy pussy's supposed to look
I
like.
know.
And you want to talk shit to me?
Doesn't matter.
He's on a roll. The one on before break was funny too.
Damn,
I know.
his
Back
white
to
privilege is
classics.
fucking
Yeah, he did.
hard.
Flaxing today. He's dripping when I put him there today.
I chugged a Red Bull before I
A
came.
red bill.
Did you really?
It's the only way I can stay awake.
You're gonna backflip all the way to fucking San Bernardino tonight?
Come on. Jeez, oh, fuck her good.
He's gonna push the car.
Yeah.
Get in the car, Roxy. Stefan, what are you up to?
Hey, what's
dude?
going on?
How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. How's it going over there, Tim? I really don't see you anymore.
I know because fucking
Yeah.
Ansel's in my shot.
See that, dude?
What'd you do this week? Anything cool?
I filmed more TV
Oh, you
shows
did
for the
fucking
Travel
film, yeah.
Channel.
How'd that go?
That was awesome. That was a fun shoot.
On what channel?
Travel Channel.
Oh, okay.
It'll air on Discovery first,
Oh,
and then
well.
it goes to the Travel Channel right after that.
Who?
Okay.
Who'd you film with?
Discovery Plus.
Ghost Adventures again.
With who's the leader of that guy?
Zach Bagans.
Oh, is Zach Bagans?
That's Zach's thing.
Are you in it?
Yeah, this is my third one.
I just want.
I'm
I
planning
was just
another
wondering if he
one.
just held the camera or if he did something else. I don't know.
Oh, I'm on the show.
Wow.
I'm on the show. I got that picture I put up that's me in the center, and they're all wrapped around me like we're doing a promo shot.
Yeah, you'd know that, Phil, if you talk to people instead of
Well,
insulting
nobody's
them.
talking to you, so
You are now.
shut up.
Oh,
You're scary.
But that was a
Oh.
good shoot, man. That
what a
was
tough guy.
So what was it about?
It's about one of the mansions in Oxnard when the original Pioneer.
Oh, they came to
houses-
Oxnard?
Yeah,
What mansion? Bard
I
Mansion?
can't talk about the TV show right now.
Yeah, he has that FDA, bro. Come
Yeah.
This is fucking dumb.
on. Is it?
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk to you no more. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't talk about it. Why?
The show hasn't aired. He can't
Yeah,
drop any
oh,
spoilers.
Phil,
You gotta
can't-
sign an
I can't
NDA.
talk until there's a press release and all that stuff.
Why? Who says?
This is
Oh,
the
it's
people
a
who are
contract
paying
I
him.
signed.
Okay.
You don't go 20 years in the business, the biz. As
Were
he
you
calls
holding the
it.
camera?
Why do you interrupt people when they're talking? He was trying to tell me something, and you.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
So
Wow.
So it's a
So-
novel thought not to talk when other people are talking.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine that, Phil.
all my
What? I like frogs.
Can we talk about Elton John's drug addiction?
Hey, back there, Mick Fleetwood. You know Mick.
Yeah. That's the next one, right?
Since you're like, so did I do a good job picking? Did I make up for the sensation pick by picking Alpha Mega
what?
for the show?
Oh, when that guy just didn't show up late?
That shit was fucked up, huh? So we had a show. Stefan, talk about it. You had to fucking be Big Dick Stefan Brigatti.
Fuck. I was there to see that.
I was right there.
I was
fucking,
hovering.
He had to fucking show the dick in front of me.
Yeah.
Stefan, what happened? Like,
Alright,
teach
so-
a lesson about being a professional.
Yeah.
All right, when you put on shows, and I don't mean like little backyard parties and stuff. I mean real shows. There's a sense of organization that has to happen.
Or not bars.
Yeah, and you have a contract you're signing. I work with Live Nation every day, so there's like details of everything that you have to go through. So when you do these shows, we have to have an agreement between us and the bands. And there's like 4 simple steps in there after the signature thing. It tells you what to do next. And you just need to follow those and you're golden. But some people don't think about that. They don't pay attention. They just sign it and run with it. So
Almost every single time we fucking do it, someone doesn't pay attention. They don't read the fucking contract. Like, don't sit here and act like you're a businessman that you're trying to be in a band if you're not going to read your
makes
fucking
it look
contract.
really bad, huh?
And it's not like this big old wordy contract either. It's very fucking simple. Read your shit.
I caught that coming in. I caught that whole pre-spark of it, and then I was like, kind of, and they were looking for you because you had to go talk. You didn't want. You were like, fuck this. I'm not gonna fucking tell them they're Nike.
No, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, because you had to get him because he's the fucking big dick.
They just ignored me when I asked about it.
Well, yeah, because you're not the big dick there. He's the big dick.
No,
there.
I know.
Wow.
So then I show up and I'm like hovering around because I'm trying to get with you for what's going upstairs, and then all of a sudden like, hey man, can you do anything? He's like, it's in your contract, and I was like, oh fuck, so they're done. They're not performing at all tonight. And I asked you, and like, you have to settle up by 4. If you don't settle up by 4,
The latest.
and then they have to do sound check, and they show up and they think they're gonna do sound check. Everyone already went through sound check, and the show starts at
Wait. Put
7.
the timeline into perspective. So they
It
were
was like
supposed to be there-
7:19 when
They
got
were
there. Or
supposed
no,
to be there by 4, no later
by
than
4.
4.
I told them
that's
3.
when load-in is.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you need to settle before load-in. It tells you right there on the contract.
So then the doors
So
opened at
there's
7.
Somebody responsible should have been there at 4 to settle up, and then we could tell them, load here, move your stuff over here. You take care of all that stuff because you have 2 hours to put everything in perspective before that box office closes, and then you have to go run the show. You got to figure out who's sound checking, everything in order. When you show up 3 hours late,
And what was their excuse?
nobody.
It was 3.5 hours. Like Stefan.
Anybody
'Cause of
could
traffic
yeah,
or
3.5 hours. Anybody could have called.
There's no excuse.
Tim reached out to them twice.
They didn't even ask. They didn't even respond to me.
What band was that?
One of Tim's friends.
But Alpha Mega killed it though.
I don't want to put them on the spotlight because I
Okay,
like that band
that's fine.
actually. So I want them to do
And
good.
they're actually gonna play for me.
Do I know who
Soon.
they are?
In the living
No.
room or what?
Huh?
Like in the living room or?
Mm-mm. I'm doing a show. You know, I'm doing.
I
I
know.
have
I'm
a
just
show
like because
going
you
on.
said play for me. Like I thought maybe privately, like in your living room or something.
They're going to serenade him
Yeah, because they want to make up to you.
with metal.
I mean, it was just crazy. And Stefan, like, he's like, I'm gonna tell him. I go, tell him.
And then at the end, and then he was like, he does the Stefan spiel, and at the end, but hey, I really like you guys. It sucks. I wanted to see you guys.
But
it's true, that's how he
no,
felt
it is
about it.
true. No, that's why I thought it was funny.
And their label was there.
Oh,
Yeah. Their
That's
labels had a booth up there
embarrassing.
waiting for them, and
And imagine having to go to your label and saying, "Hey, we fucking dropped the ball on this." All they had to do is reach out and say, "Hey, we're a little late. We'll be there at this time." But when you don't respond to
What
people,
was their
Yeah,
excuse
no
for being
call,
late?
No show was serious.
and then you show up 3.5 hours.
What was their
3.5
excuse to be late though? They must have given you
One
an
guy
excuse.
they were
said-
working or something.
Yeah, one guy said, "Oh, it's my fault. 'Cause I get off at 3."
Well, I guess we're not playing with that guy.
So send the rest of the band. Like,
Anyway,
Or respond. If you're off by
Call.
3, I'd fucking message you by
respond
5.
to Tim's messages.
If they just responded to me, then none of this would have happened.
so communication is the key
Yeah,
factor.
because
Right.
I could have rescheduled and said, "All right, we're going to fit them in here," instead of having everything already set up and ready to go.
That sucks.
Show starting in 9 minutes, and they're just like, "Hey, we're here." It's like,
Where's Susan?
She's with Dylan Garcia.
Oh, the Fat Girl Club or what?
it's his video premiere tonight. The thing
It's
they
his
were
video
shooting.
premiere tonight. Yeah.
Is that the first meeting or what?
He's doing fucking something in LA.
Red carpet, bro.
Oh, they're in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder she fucking dipped out on the show.
Oh, are they doing like porn or something?
2 weeks in a row.
No,
It's just like
she's there for the free Corona and food.
Dylan. I don't know. Like he has like a weird vibe with him right now.
He's just fighting himself.
He has like his outfits say different than his music.
What?
His outfits don't match his music.
He's
Right.
all metal and stuff with spikes, but his
No,
music's
no,
all
No, he's this
Hawaiian reggae.
Hawaiian.
weird
Yeah, he's a Hawaiian.
peacocking
Hawaiian dude,
thing.
but he's rapping about the streets of LA, which I mean, if that works.
At least he's being real with himself.
Yeah, no,
that's
I'm not-
cool. You know what I mean?
I'm not used to seeing that. I'm not trying to talk shit
But
about
when you're
it.
trying to market,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to market.
Especially when you get a bunch of fat girls to do your music videos.
Don't say that.
It's true.
I don't.
Damn.
He listens to the show, man.
I don't not. I love him. You know, he treats me good
Yeah.
sometimes
He's an alright guy,
or
man.
whatever when he says
He,
hi.
he
Nice
doesn't. He
backpedaling
doesn't
there.
treat my man good. bro.
That's not my. Listen, that's their beef. You know what I mean?
Who?
It was pretty bad, huh?
You're talking to me?
No.
No. Anyway, but it's true. Like, there's a lot of
It was bad.
there's a lot of poorly ones.
The way he treated you.
Dylan Garcia.
That sucks.
What happened with that? I know you brought it up one time, but Is it the one where he like you were trying to hook him up with shirts, and then he went to other people and said, "Hey, this guy hooks up with shirts."
Yeah, like you can
He went. He didn't go with George Lopez or something. Making a shirt.
Oh, 5150.
Yeah, he went there.
And then I was supposed to do one of his music videos. Then he goes and finds something else.
Listen, what he's doing.
Do you move slower for him,
No.
or did you respond to him in quite like real good time? He didn't want to support our guys.
Huh?
That's sort of fucked up.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean that's why it's like whatever with him, whatever with me. You know what I mean? I like him.
Garcia.
All right.
Damn.
Dang.
There it is.
Okay. Well,
He watches.
He watches.
Give him the finger.
The only thing I pointed out was just that there was a lot of Portly girls in his music videos.
A lot of what girls?
There's just her.
Portly.
You're just talking about Suzanne.
No, there are a lot.
They
I
thick.
didn't.
They're thick. They're thick-ish.
Got that thick.
And the girls, they match his age. They're all old and ugly.
Damn.
I didn't say that.
Oh my god.
Shots fired.
I didn't
man.
say that. I just said they were on the portlier side. That's all I said. And it was interesting because you have a rapper who's dressed Hawaiian with lowriders saying he's from
And a
Rockstar
dog.
and a dog and a
He
puppy.
brings a stupid dog
Yeah,
everywhere.
I don't. It's an interesting thing. You know what I mean? If it works for him, it works. For him. I liked his reggae stuff better, but
Like
If
a surf rock.
I love that.
I like
shit.
the surf rock. A lot.
That shit was that was my favorite. But
That's
what
what I
he's
like.
he's doing this.
I liked it too.
He's doing this, and I mean, this is nothing that I wouldn't tell him. I go, hey man, I like you. You haven't dissed me. You probably dissed him, but that's not my business.
I haven't told him about it because I know it's gonna break his heart.
It's better. I don't,
I'm just saying, personally, me.
That's why I'm not-
I like that better.
Oh, yeah. We got it. I mean, if you watch it,
I'm
dude,
not-
it's
I'm not the big-
I'm not trying to talk shit about it. I'm just saying.
It's gonna come off. We're all talking shit, really, to be honest.
You're the one editing the show, so.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, but like, what kind of fucking simp am I if I edit
But here's
this
the
out?
thing, though, right? Like you told me, Isaac, you're fat, right?
You were,
Okay, I
still
still
am.
am a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, debatable. So
And fucking ugly.
yeah.
and I got a 9, so shut the fuck up.
He's a 6.
So you say.
4.
Yeah, lowering
Dude,
because
who's got the math in here? What's that calculator?
what's the math? Anyway, I like those old stuff better, and it's not talking shit. Like, listen, I want him to do good. Like when he was doing the Univision, he was fucking levantase, you know, doing all that stuff, and that was like the gente music, like reggae shit. I was fucking with that. Now he's doing this rap stuff. I was like,
So I
Hold on.
get, something happened in town where someone was talking shit about his music and saying that he's a sellout to his people.
with the reggae,
Yeah.
and so then he went to go do black people music.
No, but
Thought
that's
he was
not
Hawaiian.
that's not black people music. You can't just say rap is all.
I mean,
It's Latino.
Why-
It's Latino.
Is it
Phil
because
thing
you're
to
sitting
say
next
right
to
there,
him?
man.
Is it because you're sitting next to
no,
him?
because
You're-
like, well, rap and hip hop is a predominantly
you're
black
becoming
thing.
a white racist.
I loved his other shit. That's just my personal opinion.
I do, me too. But it's hard to transition from that. Think about it. You're already like behind the game. How many famous people that do rap at that age, starting that age, become successful?
Well, you always say it's a young man's game, right?
Yeah. So who wants to see an aged, no offense, rapper that just transitioned over to change his style? How is that going to sell? I mean, sure, you already had a good fan base with that, and the followers are going to do that. But like, Snoop Dogg was doing it since he was he was a kid. All these other famous older rappers, you don't see older rappers saying, "Oh yeah, my name is Little Wheelchair. Check out my new album." Like that doesn't happen.
But he's a Chicano rapper.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's different, dude.
I think it's a little different.
Is it different?
Dude, Latino rap, dude, totally different, dude.
Is it?
They're-
So you can start
they're
off
You
all
old?
should
older.
know. Don't you,
You-
listen to it?
No.
Oh, because you're a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. No, but it isn't like Little Cyclone has been around for how long? You know, he didn't start when he was like 40. He didn't start when he was 50.
Age doesn't matter if you have a gimmick or
Again,
a show.
the gimmick by saying
His
I
gimmick
don't
is a
like,
fucking dog, though, dude.
I don't like that for him. I liked it better when he was Island Dude. That was suited me.
You liked him as an island boy.
I liked him as an Island Boy. Yeah, I like that better than
Those
what
guys
he's
broke
doing
now.
as lowriders and going to maybe falling into the.
But the thing
Chicano-ness.
is, in his, it's fucked up. Whoever was talking shit, you're a fucking asshole.
Because now he's doing this, and it's like, fuck, I want the other thing.
And the other thing is like, hey man, if he's doing, like, he feels accepted doing this
If
in that
yeah,
area,
good.
So they're supporting him.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, it's his dream.
Yeah, let
You
him
know what I
have
mean?
it,
It's
dude.
not
Let
my
him
dream.
dude. Let him dream.
I didn't say it was fucking up.
I appreciate his older art.
Yeah.
His newer art, I mean, I'm
just
not
a
going to
change.
go out of my way to listen to it.
I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna just say I'm not a fan of his new stuff.
I'm not either.
But his old stuff, 100%. When he comes into the show, like I if he comes doing his rap, I'll be like cool about it. But I'm not here to see. Like I'll be like, can you do one song? You know what I mean? With your guitar. I mean,
It
your
wouldn't
rap
even
is
look
cool.
right though because it's a completely new image
Again.
that doesn't fit with the old genre.
Again, I don't know if that's.
Do you
Again,
think
if
we
he-
should have him on a show just to talk about this?
When?
Well, I mean, it can't be any. We only have 2 more shows left.
Well, just so I won't be
uh,
here. Oh, next week. I won't be here.
Oh, you're not going to be here next week?
So you weren't here next week.
again, no, I don't think so. I mean, if you want to, but I wouldn't want to because I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
It's
He's
like-
an artist, right? So if he's trying to, you know, project himself into this artwork and whatever, then that's
Like,
cool.
This dude is going to fucking hate me now.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Why?
For sure.
why?
But have a real conversation with them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you're
Because I'm not
speaking
going to
absolute
edit this
truth,
shit. That's what I'm not. That's what I'm not going to do.
But we're not talking.
What did we
shit
say that
on
was
it.
bad?
If,
And-
if
and
you
anytime
can't
someone-
hear that kind
Other
of
than the fact
criticism,
he has fat girls in his videos, what did we say that was fat?
because if you
Then
can't
he
take
had
that
fat
kind of
girls in his
criticism
videos.
from like real people who have helped, you know what I mean, put you into the spotlight to a certain extent. Not saying we're the only spotlight,
And
but
it's
if you can't take those kind of truths and reflect on it and not be pissed about it, then I mean you don't have any business being in that spotlight.
like
That's true.
Do you think anybody's gonna watch the video with Susan on the bed trying to be sexy and not think like, what the fuck did you decide to put this person on your video?
Obviously, you did.
I had to see it to believe it because I thought it was like, what is this? Like,
You,
what?
you liked it. You
I did
you
not
were
like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the night
You
you
saw
wore at
it.
my house.
Yeah, Susan.
Hey, let's just be honest. Suzanne's red hot on our show right now. She's red hot.
How's that?
Oh,
Red hot, like in an idiot mode? Yes.
I mean, there's just always some sort of weird shit happening with her.
Like marking out for free tacos and booze out in LA right now? Yeah. Sure.
Is she even gonna get free tacos and booze?
I don't know. She's not getting compensated.
Yeah, I mean, she's
She's
good
doing
for
this
a
as a-
meal at least. You know,
No, I mean, yeah, but she's doing it more to mark out.
Tacos
She's
sounds
marking
really
out
good, though.
Dylan for
Part of the
sure.
Staff for crying out loud.
Like when this is over, can we all go get tacos? Because that sounds really
She,
good.
Yeah.
you, both you two fat asses just ate.
I know, but
that's
tacos,
what-
dude.
That was my first meal of the day. But that's what I was saying. Why are you still hungry? Like, didn't we just eat right now? But he didn't get a lot of food.
No, I didn't.
got
I had like 2 little sides.
but I respect the old Dylan Garcia. The new one, I still respect you, but I don't like it as much. Okay. So
Well,
she's definitely spinning the wheel though,
we gotta have her spin the wheel.
especially after that stunt she pulled talking to fucking.
Oh
leapfrogging.
shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, I was waiting for that.
Hey,
Abdul, get out of my shot, please.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. If somebody wants something done, guess what? I'm the dude to go to. Just the fucking end. I am fucking alpha male. You're in my pack. Get in back.
Papa.
Papa, right? I am the alpha male. I'm tired of people thinking they're gonna go around me. Like you two with the fucking Christmas CD.
I didn't
Enough.
go around nobody.
No, just him.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is Isaac's
So-
CD, by the way.
She ends up. She wants to go. She doesn't go to a show last week, right? This is Suzanne we're talking about.
Oh,
After she doesn't go to a show, the next day she calls me. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the theater. I want you to introduce me to all the people there. So next time I'm gonna do this." Just totally doesn't fucking get it. She just doesn't fucking get it, right? She wanted to put on the next charity show. I wanted to introduce her to people, bands. This is a person working with us. You know, Stefan. Let's show her what we do on a day. She goes, I told her, no, probably not a good idea. You're sick. You didn't go to the show last week. You shouldn't go to this week. Stefan has fucking filming next week. And
and
it
these
just,
are bands.
and why do we gonna go and introduce a sick girl to fucking people?
So all of a
You're
sudden
not gonna go.
They blame no cover for the COVID.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Stefan, take it over.
Get the
So
no
I'm
cover
sitting there
roll.
minding my own business, and my phone just starts blowing up, vibrating very violently.
Violent vibrations.
And then I'm like, "Who the hell is that?"
was she
And
walking
it's,
or what?
It's Suzanne,
Oh,
and she says, "Hey, I wanted to come tonight. Tim said that I can go there and get introduced to all the people who put on the shows. We did this at the 6th last week, and he's supposed to introduce me to everyone for the shows, and I'm like what are you planning on doing?
She pulled. I'm gonna go ask mom and tell him that Daddy said it was okay.
Yes, that's
She's
exactly
like
what she's
totally,
doing.
exactly doing that, saying, "Oh, it's all good," blah blah blah. And Tim
Tim
said,
What
like
a
really,
chump.
I thought you were sick. She's like, yeah, but I told Tim I'm okay. You know, it's not a big deal. I'll be all right.
What the fuck?
I'm all, dude, I'm filming with the fucking Travel Channel next week. I am not getting sick.
What if
Tim
she
doesn't
showed
want to
up?
get sick. You know how Tim is around sick people.
I'm gonna get fucking pissed off at her. I'm fucking annoyed with her to no end right now. Annoyed to no end.
Just blowing up my phone.
She's just fucking annoying.
How do I get in?
So she's a super spreader.
Do I need a wristband so I can go everywhere?
Is that what she said?
This motherfucker said super spreader.
Did she really say that?
She's asking how she's gonna get in and what the process is.
She can suck a dick.
I'm all like, who? Who are you talking about? She's like,
She already been there, done that.
Isaac and Sean. I'm all, Isaac and Sean can get in. They work here, so whatever. She's like, okay.
I'm surprised she didn't just show up.
You still work there?
No.
No.
I haven't been called back.
He's been relieved of his duties.
Because you broke that fucking mirror, that's why.
I wasn't. Me, it was Sean.
I broke the mirror.
So Sean, they
so
trust
she
him
ends
at the
up-
bar.
She's
With all
like,
this stuff.
I tell her no. She goes to ask Stefan, oh, cool, can I go?
No, she didn't say can I. She said Tim said it's okay. How do I get in?
And I said, hell no, girl.
She didn't ask. She fucking just said, hey, Tim said it was okay. Fucking lied and tried to fucking weasel her way in.
Well, I'd like to hear
That
what
is
her
Weasley.
explanation
That is very whizzly.
Well, fucking next week, you're going to find out her fucking explanation.
That's some slinky shit right
And
there.
then all of a sudden after that, she goes to the fucking drops this before Dylan Garcia.
And then now she fucking ditches the show to go to Dylan Garcia.
Well, isn't she gonna put Dylan on at the Copper Blues?
What the fuck?
That
Isn't she
statement
booking
didn't
Copper
make
Blues
sense.
now?
Who?
Susan is not working Copper Blues.
No, I am.
Are you sure? Okay.
That's not what he heard. He heard
Uh-oh.
Susan saying now that. Oh,
Who does she know?
She did invite me to go hang out at the 6 when she puts those Wednesday shows on.
That's not her either. She's a fucking asshole. Are you just gaslighting me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because I'm fucking.
I'm having a very
He's like
serious
he's getting
conversation.
charged up over here.
Oh, I think they gave her Nardfest. I think, or 805 Fest. I think she's in charge of 805 Fest now.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah.
All right, all right. This is one of my favorite things that we do. It is a conspiracy theory iceberg.
Welcome back.
We have been doing this for a while. We have done tier 1. We have done tier 2, and now we're on to tier 3. This will be part 1 of tier 3, and this one is called the Truth Agent. The point of no return. Some of this knowledge will make you appear and act like a lunatic to normal people's eyes, but it's only the beginning. If you are still here, you might want to study and research more. Follow your path. Alright, so, tier 3. The singularity. AI will get to a point where there is no return and realize that human beings are a risk to their world and in their way.
That's
This-
true.
at this-
it's happening.
It literally just happened this week. That kid got attacked by that chess robot. Did you see
Yeah,
that
I
shit?
saw that. The
It like
robot
broke his
broke
finger.
his finger.
Yeah,
And
the chess
everybody's just
robot.
like, oh, well, he did the wrong move. And they were like, that's not the point. He broke his fucking finger.
Right.
Yeah, who programmed that?
So they're saying that that the singularity is a point where you just AI will outdo all humanity, become smarter than humanity, and then ends up just like Terminator, ends up trying to exterminate all of humanity.
John Connor.
I definitely believe that we're on a crash collision course with that.
It's almost inedible at this point.
It's inevitable. So it's only one. It's any day now where it's gonna happen. And once it happens, it's over. Like humanity as we know it is over, because the reality is it's perceived that we are damaging our environment. It's perceived that the environment we are about to destroy Earth.
We are the viruses, so yeah, for sure.
And why wouldn't computers or machine try to eliminate the thing that's keeping it, that would be the downfall to its life?
Well, why would some machine care? I mean, it's if the Earth takes a,
Because they have to live here too, Phil.
well, but they don't need the environment that we have
They
in order
need
to
some
live.
reasonable amount of stability. I mean,
They
it can't
need
just be
us
all
right now to
fun.
maintain them, to continue their existence until they can evolve to the point of
Without us.
fixing themselves and
Self-replicate.
replicating. Yes.
Stormtroopers, dude.
Quantum suicide and immortality. Small particles. This is just my notes. So the quantum suicide and immortality, it states, the theory behind this is that there are multiple different dimensions and there are multiple different parallel lives, and in every single one of damn ice, that fucking hurt my in every single one of our lives in other dimensions, there's always going to be a part where we commit suicide. At least one of ourselves will commit suicide, and at least one of ourselves will live forever.
So
How
just
do
in
they
different
even know
dimensions,
this?
you're
I
saying?
mean, you know.
That's kind of cool.
Well, it is.
Well,
It's
according
not.
to the multiverse theory.
Yes, it's a multiverse situation.
Oh, like I get what you're saying.
So there's multiple different versions
There's
of
always
ourselves.
a dark timeline or a epic timeline, probably.
Well, every decision that's made within our conscious
or
reality
could make.
starts a new offshoot of that dimension. So there's a dimension where every single decision is represented.
Well, how do they know this? Have
a
they
theory-
seen this
it's a
dimension?
theory.
It's a theory.
It's just
Yeah,
a theory.
you see Rick and Morty, right?
No.
Do you believe that there are different dimensions
It can be proven mathematically,
mathematically?
but there's not really a sound way of explaining it.
There's better
in language.
according to certain scientists. I don't know their names, so I'm not going to quote them.
Gary.
The black guy.
Oh, scientist one.
DeGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
the Tyson.
Neil?
He ended up saying something like, there's a greater possibility of there being multiple dimensions than there is a possibility of us just living and dying.
Yeah, that's
Mathematical
how
possi- yeah.
you can express that mathematically
All right.
through statistics and the like.
Tree swastikas. The forest swastika was a patch of large trees covering 89 acres, or 0.89 acres area of a pine forest near Zemikowa, Uckermark district in Brandenburg in northeastern Germany, arranged with their light colors to look like a swastika. Every so often throughout a year. So they believe that this is something that's very weird to me, because the Germans were onto some shit around World War II. Like, they were fucked up. They were pieces of shit. I'm not gonna get that, but I mean, think about they were getting time travel, going to the moon. They found a fucking something in Antarctica.
They're studying the occult and all that.
They were really into discovering who we are as a human race. They weren't trying to, like, I know that they talked a lot about, like, ruling the world and the Aryan race and the final deletion, but a lot of their resources went to figuring out what the fuck who we are, and that's something that doesn't happen in now modern age. And how come?
We think we know everything.
We don't. We don't know hardly anything.
I think it's just the popularity of philosophy is not what it once was. In those days, philosophy and spirituality and even theism to a point were really popular ideas.
Those are not
Sigmund
popular.
Freud has been gone for an awful long time, hasn't he? Sigmund Freud?
Yeah, what about
He's like the father of modern philosophizing.
modern psychology
Oh, is it psychology?
1800s.
Philosophy? Those are
No,
two
it's
different
psychology.
things.
and psychopharmacology?
My bad.
Pharmacology, man.
I know it could be hard there, Sean. I know.
Okay, here we go. Roco-ballistic. Roco-ballistic is a thought experiment about the potential risk involved in developing artificial intelligence. Its conclusion is that an all-powerful artificial intelligence from the future might retroactively punish those who do not help bring it into existence, including these were merely known as the possible development of such a being.
Kind of like Terminator.
It is no, well, this is almost like Jesus.
So Robot Jesus comes back.
No, dude. What the fuck are you even
Robo
talking about?
Jesus. It's got lasers.
Well, he said artificial intelligence, right? It came back
Well,
from the
what
the
they're
future?
saying is that they're gonna know if you know this, if you know about Rocco Ballistic, and you're not trying to help it come into existence.
Right.
It will always know. It'll always know, and when it finally comes into existence, it's gonna kill all those who doesn't help. Just like if you don't pray, if you don't, pray to Jesus or your God, you're not saved, and you're going to hell.
So it's wokeism, basically.
I guess.
It's electronically woke.
But I don't believe in that shit. That's just more fear mongering. All right, The Man from Torrid. This one
I
is.
finally saw that one.
Oh, you checked it out?
Yeah.
This is a real awesome one. This is about a story of a guy who arrives in Japan, and he's going through security checks, and this is after World War II,
It's
in
like in the 50s.
Yeah.
50s and
Yeah.
60s,
Yeah, 50, 60.
or 60, yeah. And he's there on business. They pull him aside and say, "Hey, can we see your passport?" He shows them passport. The passport says he's from a land called Torrid, which is supposed to be between France and Spain.
Yeah, somewhere in that
somewhere in
region.
that area.
And they said no such land exists. There's no Torrid, and so he gives them a map, and it's supposed to be right here. And so he's going ape shit, right? He's like, "This is bullshit," like, and then so they were trying to just figure it out. So they end up getting a hotel for him. They put him on the 3rd floor. They put a guards outside and inside. The dude ends up disappearing.
I think it was just outside, but
No, they had a guy inside.
They had a guy
Two
inside?
outside, one inside.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not like he was like, because you know how hotel rooms, they have that like shitty facade right there where the bathroom and the little sink
Yeah.
thing is? Like he was there. Or allegedly
Against
he
the
was
wall.
there.
Yeah. And he
by
just
the sink.
disappeared. So it's
As the story goes.
Well, that's their protocol. That's their security
Allegedly.
protocol.
Yeah, as the story goes.
Detaining persons.
I mean, I end up seeing some shit.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it's
They
all-
said it's not. It got proven false.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what is real and what's not.
I think it's
But this is
Yeah,
more
that's
for like folklore.
it's a good folklore, but I believe it's false. It's like
Well,
internet sleuths.
the only thing we have from it is negatives. That he's not there and that his things aren't there anymore.
No, there's article clippings that have been proven to the guy was a con artist and he made up a fictitious place with the fictitious language.
Doesn't
And,
that make you even think it's more like there's something to it?
he
Like
actually
they
went. He actually was extradited, and he had to go to prison for a certain amount of time because there's a whole article. It's a legit thing where he's a con artist. He did time for he finally got caught.
But he was also a con man before that. Before that situation.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Because it was easy just to, like, in the 50s, 60s, it was so easy just to
Just
have a
change your
passport
name.
and just change it and just be like, I am whatever, and just fly around.
fucking
He
my
got
name's Sean
drunk
Smart.
one night.
Yeah.
He just made
But what
everything
does
torrid.
that benefit him?
Yeah, how does he make money doing that? How is he? a
Well,
con
because
artist?
he was I believe the story
from
goes
a
where
different planet. Give me money.
no. He was on the run. And so he ended up like scamming people out of money. And he changed his name. And then he just played dumb. Because they gave him a false paperwork. Because in that day, like, I need a fake fucking passport. Here you go. You're from Torrid.
Is that a good one?
Like his name too. I
Sounds
think
dumb.
they ended up figuring out his name or something, whatever. Man, it was
Bill
he got out
McGillicuddy.
of a book. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard something.
I
like
forgot
that
what
too.
book it was, but there is the trail back to the language he made up. The place Torrid is Torrid or something from a book. It's just all retrospective. Yeah, but back in the 50s, they didn't have they had news clippings. They had a news clipping of the trial, and it was able to be traced back to it. So even though the time travel theory was amazing, that's was like, oh, this is awesome because that's fucking a mind trip. It ended up becoming it was a con artist who was just conning people.
Well, bloop. The next one is bloop. Bloop was an ultra low frequency, high amplitude underwater sound detected by the US NOAA
Sub.
in 1997. So, in there, by 2012, earlier speculation sounded that it was originated from a marine mammal that is projected to have 44 times the vocal cords of a humpback whale.
Yeah.
So it's
Holy
44 times bigger than the biggest mammal in the world.
Of course. Well, the biggest mammal that we know of.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, that deep blue sea is.
Well, and we can't really discover it either because it's way too expensive to send anything down there. You can't. It's so hard to. It's easier to go into space for some reason than is it going to
the pressure.
yeah, it's a lot of the
I think
pressure.
it has to be. Space is no pressure like that. But well,
No one
I'm
can
not.
hear you scream too.
Yeah, I mean, Angela could probably talk. Have a TED talk for hours about the pressure of the deep sea.
We really don't need to hear that. We already.
You're not gonna have to worry about it, Phil.
Okay, great.
You're
You're the only
gonna
one
be
interrupting
knocked out
now.
before he even talks to you right now because he's about to
Alrighty.
get you.
So
after
what do
the
you
show.
think it is? The Kraken?
Oh, I hope it is.
I
No,
mean,
it's a
who
whale
knows?
though. They said, right?
No, it's 44 times.
44
Oh, they don't know what.
times
Is it just something talking and then? Yeah.
Well, it made vocalizations is what they
TMI.
believe
Well,
it
he's
was to be.
talking.
I mean, what if the guy on the Noah ship just had the gain turned way up too loud? You know what I mean?
He's like, holy shit.
This is something they end up investigating for 15 years
Yeah.
to come to this conclusion.
And did it just get one bloop, or did they get multiple bloops
I think they
throughout
got
the
like
years?
a whole soundtrack. of
No,
bloops.
there was a couple. There
No,
was
they've
one-
heard it from time to time.
Yeah.
Kraken farts
It
multiple
appears.
times.
and it's supposed to be by Japan. It's in the Japan
I hear
area.
the
So
bloop
then
right
it's
now. You hear the
Godzilla.
bloop- Wait, hold on. There's a bloop.
Oh,
Right here.
Godzilla.
Godzilla,
Godzilla.
obviously.
Godzilla.
Wait, there's the bloop.
You're gonna fart?
The bloop again. There's the bloop.
All right. Ross. Ah, shit.
Friends for less?
Ross.
Shot for less.
Shit. I'm gonna move past that.
Rossington.
I remember when I first learned how
Skip
to
it.
read.
Oh, you know how to read this word? Rosicrucianism.
Rosicrucian?
Rosicrucians?
Rosicrucianism?
Rosicrucianism.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you had
was a
trouble with
hard
that
one,
word?
huh, Timmy?
Me neither. I know that word.
Rosicrucianism is a spiritual culture movement
You
that
skip
arose
right
in
through it.
Europe in the early 17th century after the publication of several texts purported to announce the existence of Hitherito, unknown esoteric order to the world, and made seeking its knowledge attractive to many.
Definitely not.
All right, the mysterious doctrine of the order is built on esoteric truths and ancient past, which conceal the average man.
What?
Provide insight into nature, to the physical universe,
Okay.
and the spiritual realm.
Now that
The
makes sense.
manifestos do not elaborate exclusively on the matter, but clearly combine references to the Cabal, Heretism, fucking alchemy,
Hedonism.
no, and Christian
Sound it out.
mysticism.
How many vowels?
Hermetism.
Sound it out.
Can I get it in a sentence? Oh, never mind. He can't do that.
The Rosicrucian manifestos.
Rosicrucian.
Yep.
Rosicrucian. Say Rose.
Rositarians.
Rosicrucian.
The
Herald a
Rastafarians.
universe reformation of mankind through a science allegedly kept secret for decades until the intellectual climate
There
might
you go.
receive it.
Good job.
Controversies
Yeah,
arose
you got one right.
on whether they were a hoax, whether the order
Veins
of the
pop out.
Rosary Cross existed as described in the manifestos, and whether the whole thing was a metaphor disguising a movement that really
This guy's
existed,
can be a tough word.
but in a different form.
Disgusting.
In 1616,
Disappearance?
John Andrea,
Okay.
Who?
Probably not the
Andrea,
right thing. But
Oh.
okay. It's
famously
John Andrea.
designated in a fucking shit.
Why do you think
Designated as a ludibrium.
This is definitely the
This is-
McGillicuddy
oh my
story.
Lou-
This is only level
Why do you
3.
do it to
This is a
yourself?
McGillicuddy story.
The words
Some
get bigger as
scholars,
we go up.
exotericism suggests that the statement was later made by Andre in order to shield himself from the wrath of religious political insultations of the day.
Insultations.
What are we talking about anymore? I have no idea. Where
Okay,
this
so
is
this
going.
is basically what they're talking about is that
The
that
Rosicrucians.
the past is hidden from us. That the
So our words.
that we are that the real key to life is
Learning how to read.
alchemy. It's all religions. All religions. There's always something. There's something taken from all religions that we take with us through our fucking life, And all religions are right.
I can see
There are
that too.
parts of all religions that are right.
They're all related, yeah. They're all
That's why it's
sun
called
religions.
So, I mean, I guess that's something I can
Don't
believe
do
in.
that.
What?
Don't come up with that like you know that. That's why it's called religion.
Because they are relatable to each other. Yeah?
All right, Russian sleep experiments. The story
It's a
recounts
dark one.
Oh,
an
Russian
experiment set in 1947. A covert Soviet test
That's a new one, man. The
Facilities.
Soviet Soviets coming into the Ventura
in
Theater.
in a military-sanctioned scientific experiment.
new
5
enemy.
prisoners that were deemed enemies of the state were kept sealed in a gas chamber with airborne stimulant administered to keep subjects awake for 30 consecutive days. Prisoners were falsely promised that they would be set free from the prison if they completed the experiment in 30 days. The subjects behaved as usual during the initial 5 days, talking to each other and whispering, and researchers thought one-way glass, though, it was... Oh, shit. Did I fuck this up?
Probably.
Where are we again?
Oh, researchers threw... I'm fucking my eyes. Through the one-way glass, those noted that their discussions gradually became darker in the subject matter. After 9 days, one subject became screaming uncontrollable for hours, and the others did not react to his outbursts. The man screamed for so long that it tore his vocal cords and were rendered mute as a result. When the second one started screaming, the others prevented the researchers from looking inside by passing torn book pages of their own feces at the windows. And days passed without the researchers being able to look inside, during which the chamber was completely silent. The researchers then used the intercom to test the subjects if they were alive, and got short response of a subject expressing compliance.
So then what happened?
So they just didn't sleep for like a month?
And they went crazy because they didn't sleep for a month?
On the 15th day, the researchers decided to turn off the simulation gas and reopen the chamber. The subjects did not want to turn the gas off, for fear they would fall asleep. Upon looking inside, they discovered that 4 surviving subjects had performed lethal and severe mutilation and disembowelments on themselves during the past few days, including tearing flesh of muscles, removing abdominal internal organs, practicing self-cannibalism on themselves, as well as cannibalism on the second subject, and allowing 4 inches of blood and water to accumulate on the floor, jamming pieces of flesh into paper from the book they tore from the second subject into several drains. Oh, and who was found dead on the floor as the chamber opened. The subject violently... The second subject... The subjects violently refused to leave the chamber and begged the scientists to continue administering the stimulant, murdering one soldier and severely injuring another that attempted to remove them. After eventually being removed from the chamber, all subjects were shown to exhibit extreme strength, unprecedented resistance to the drugs and sedatives, the ability to remain alive despite lethal injuries, and a desperate desire to stay awake and being given the stimulant.
What is this? You think this is a pre-zombies or something? Is this what's happening?
They became like superhuman because they were sleep deprived for over 2 weeks.
No, because of the gas. Because of whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they were keeping him alive for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and apparently when they finally did go to sleep, they all died. Like as soon as they went back to went to sleep, they died.
Damn.
Well, yeah, because you damn near killed yourself, demutilizing yourself.
But they were begging and begging and begging for them to turn the gas back on. That was
Yeah, I don't feel like you're not feeling this one. I feel like this one's like a story for you.
I don't know. Russians are doing some fucked up shit. There's
What
like
everyone
a
was
propaganda
doing-
video.
well, it's not a confirmed
Did
thing.
you hear about that?
No.
The propaganda video that just came out with the whole like Ukraine thing. So they took a Ukrainian like POW and they literally cut his dick and balls off on video. Made it a whole like propaganda because Russia's fucking nuts right now. They're like, don't fuck with us. Like, here's your demoralizer. We're gonna cut your shit off, and then we're gonna fucking execute you after that. Like, dude, Russia's fucked up in the head. They will do some crazy shit like that. I totally see that being plausible.
But even back then, everyone was experimenting. There's so many fucking experiments on human beings at that time because they're trying to figure it out.
Well, the United States and China, we're all doing the same shit. Only we don't hear about it.
What I mean, if we're doing it, it's through the fucking the kidnapping of children. If China's doing it, it's with the Uyghurs.
Could be.
No, it is 100% with the Uyghurs with China. That is not a could be. That
Why kids though? Wouldn't there be a bunch of homeless people they could just take and do experiments on?
That's what we do here.
Oh, in California?
there were
You know how
over.
many people disappear at the Denver airport?
Kids are
Oh,
better for
that place is
psychological
fucking weird.
experiments anyway.
That
'cause they
place is
can
so
allow a
huge.
lot
It's a
of
great
liberties.
At the
At the
airport?
airport? Why would it be at the airport?
Because it's a secret base.
That's on this list.
Well, I seen a documentary on it.
Yeah,
They
the
went through
Denver
whole
That's
Yeah,
thing.
weird
you
ass
go
shit.
there and there's the thing that says tornado door, and everything goes into shutdown mode because the whole thing collapses on itself. You look at the way it's designed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many tornadoes up in the Rockies.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, if you think about this whole situation with, I mean, what were the Nazis doing? They were doing the same shit around this time. You know, people. I mean, and I'm pretty sure. If you think about 800,000 kids go missing a year in the United States. Well, I mean, they're not. Where are they going? I mean, obviously, sex slaves. Obviously, they're lost to the streets. There's obvious, but there's people are missing, and there's a lot of fucking stories and chatter out there that there are people in the higher ups that are fucking taking these kids and using their blood.
Well, they could be taking them too, and
Oh, aliens?
and doing
It's possible,
their
too.
experiments and stuff on them too. That's what I think is happening.
But also the dark web. You have to think about the dark web. You have to think about red rooms. You have to think about. There's so much, and it's easier to just take a kid because they're not going to really fight back, and just go along with it. And the rumor is that the blood is, adrenalized and.
Or what if you take these kids and you put them in some sort of a camp and you basically indoctrinate them to be whatever you want, and now you've got this, yearly 800,000 people growing army,
They'll vote for
and
Trump.
you
I
can
get
do
it.
whatever you want with them.
The Boy
There's a
Scouts.
lot of creepy potential to the numbers there.
Just saying.
A year, 800,000 a year. You know how many?
That's
how-
low. It's actually come down
It has?
from
From when?
when I did
2 years ago?
No,
Fucking
when I did
inflation, I
those-
guess?
2 second.
The last time I checked was like 2015,
Okay,
and
well,
before that I checked in 08.
I checked in
07.
2020. I'm getting my numbers from
Yeah, so
2020.
it's down a little bit.
That's the only thing that's down.
All right, esoteric knowledge. Esoteric knowledge. Stefan, do you know anything about
That's a
that?
cool one.
Yeah, it's old knowledge, passed down secrets.
I believe in it. In another, so what the other one was saying too, and this one is that we were like the Indians. They had Native Americans. It was knowledge about the land, knowledge about what to take when you're sick. Now our medicine is to figure out the ailment, right? You're gonna take this, and then you're gonna have it's just gonna lower your blood pressure, but it's not gonna fix the problem. Nothing's ever fixing the problem, but the old knowledge is we would fix the problem.
That's why you go to a herbalist and get the stuff that they recommend, and instead of
Holistic
using,
healing.
yeah, instead of taking all those fucking drugs that poison that the doctors give you,
Eastern medicine is what you're getting at.
well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because I did that when I had that cancer and stuff, and I didn't take anything from the doctor. I went over to the and I got stuff, and I used that.
It all
That-
goes back around to big
and
pharma again, though.
That and that and weed. It's what I believe cured me.
And they said, I was in the fucking hospital when they looked at you and said, 5% chance that you're gonna live 5 years. They straight up said that to you. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. That one
I was
doctor
right
walked,
there.
That one doctor walked in there, didn't give me any fucking hope at all. He just said, "Well,
You're gonna die.
and I don't even know who the fucking guy was. He didn't expect me to be around for."
They hired that guy to go
I know
around
Tim
room to
hired him
room
and
to
said,
give
"Hey,
bad
can
news
you
to
just
people.
fucking tell my
fuck
dad?
you, buddy.
he's gonna live for another
See you
5 years."
later.
Yeah. Are you Phil? Oh, by the way, you don't
Hey,
have a chance.
guess you're
Have a
dying.
Good day.
All right, the Denver airport, right? The Denver airport is all over the airport. You'll see that created by the Freemasons. There's little murals everywhere. They have a blue steed outside with red eyes. They call it Lucifer.
The blue,
And
the blue
it-
horse of the apocalypse.
in every single, like, if you look at every single little mural, it tells a fucking story. It tells a story about how there's going to be a war, and all the adults are gonna die. The kids are gonna take over the world, and then we're gonna go into paradise.
We're not adults. We're not considered adults right now, are we?
Just our humor is very childlike. And what were you saying? You're speaking about it earlier. I wanted you to pipe down a little bit until we got to it, Stefan.
Pipe down.
Yeah, you better shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Now pipe up, Stefan.
Now you can talk. Now you can talk.
And go.
Yeah, so
And
they
we're
say
back.
there's a vault there. If you walk on the floor, you come across these tiles there. And there's this one vault, or this one big tile that has these gold symbols on it. And it was AU, symbols with AU, and the other one was like C something.
That was SN for well, it was AU and it was silver.
Well,
and
they were
gold.
saying that was for silver and gold buried on the property in a vault below this thing. But they said, somebody said there might be some type of germs there, or some vault where they experiment and do the stuff there. Back when the anthrax scare was going along, they were talking about that. There's some strange things. There's the gargoyles, of course, that are in the baggage areas. That's always interesting. But anyone who really knows about the Denver airport knew that there was a structure built first below the airport, and the airport was built on top of the structure. It's a big, massive project. And if you go and walk around, you'll see these, how the way the ceilings are inside there. It looks kind of like a big top from a circus. These large metal poles.
Yeah.
And the design is like they're hooked with these circles.
Yeah, like tandem trusses type of
Yes.
thing.
So if there was an emergency, they hit these buttons, and the whole thing would just collapse on itself slowly and just compress. And there's underground bunkers, and there's some really strange service elevators there, and they're called tornado areas. Then they're supposed to go to some sub-level thing for in case an emergency or something happens. But yeah, you see a lot of that stuff everywhere. I've taken pictures of it all. So
That's crazy. I saw this documentary on it once, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. The next one is spirit science. In spirit science, I know it is a very interesting way of looking at the creation of Earth. One of the things that they said is that there's two different people on Earth. One of them comes from Mars. The other one is a product of Earth. The one that came from Mars are the Hebrews, and the ones that were on Earth were the Atlanteans. And they started and that's why you see all these tribes always fighting about something.
Those are the original tribes.
That's the original tribe, yeah. I think it's a very interesting. I think it's worth the watch. It's about an hour and a half documentary, and it's called the Human History Movie by Spirit Science.
I think it could be a lot more time consuming than an hour and a half.
It's very good. I think it's very interesting, and it really it tries to explain. It tries to explain the creation of Earth, and the creation of why we're here and who we are. And it might be a very creative way of doing it. These guys just bamboozled everyone, but it also brings in like some very interesting topics when they talk about the ancient Egyptians and how they're here and what they were doing, and how we had fucking electricity here before. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot. You can get lost in just that one, man.
Where
Like,
did
some
you,
of
where did
these
you
are
see
just
that?
It's on
Fucking
YouTube.
Deep.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to get it from you later.
It's
Watch
it's
it.
very, very good.
Don't watch the one with the blue guy.
They're all the blue guy. So this is something that's pretty crazy too. Has anybody heard of the Plain of Jars?
No.
I think it's in Vietnam or Laos, and they were saying like 80% of all bombings in Vietnam were on that
In
field.
that area.
And the Plain of Jars is a big old field that somebody created big jars, like as if like they're giants. And there's so many bombs and stuff that people can't bombs and mines.
Unexploded munitions.
Yeah, that you can't go there and check it out. But
Yeah, it's
there's
a red
16 of them and 16 lids inside. They believe that giants that lived over Earth, they ended up creating these and then ended up disappearing.
After the war, they created
No, before.
them?
Before the war.
Well, then if it was being bombed, why didn't they get bombed? Why didn't they just...
There's only 16 of them left. There's a lot.
Why didn't they look into that before the war?
Because there were no archaeologists that had.
There were no
explored that
archaeologists.
region of
So
the
the
world
giant
then.
jars filled up with bombs.
Well, no.
No, there's
other
nothing.
regions of the
They
world
used to
were
put
more
honey in
popular
it,
at the time, so
alcohol.
didn't get a lot of
Oh, they're
attention.
giant jars.
Jars.
Okay.
Where the fuck were you?
And they can't explore it now because of all the bombs.
Yeah. Okay. That's where I got confused. Thank you.
Well, now.
Like it was an archaeological site, but during the war it was mined, and then it just kept being mined,
And now
now it's a gigantic minefield.
feral children. Feral children, also called wild children.
Wild
Those
boys.
either accident
Pan.
or deliberately isolated have grown up with limited human contact. Such children have been often seen as inhibiting boundary zones between human and animals' existence. For this reason, the modified of the child reared by animals is a recurring theme in myth. In modern era, feral children have been also seen providing a window of scientific study of fundamental human traits such as language use. During the 20th century, as psychologists endeavored to distinguish between behavioralism, biological nature, wild children. Well, anyways, Jude, feral children. Do you think that there are feral children out in the world?
Yep.
Would you think they're in USA?
Maybe. I mean, Mowgli from the Jungle Book is
It's
based
not
on
real,
a
bro.
It's real, dude.
I mean, I've heard
Totally real.
stories of people encountering them, but
Mowgli?
again, it's all
Mowgli
anecdotal.
was based on a real dude.
I don't know of any.
He had a
Tarzan?
bear that escaped from the circus.
I don't know about all that. I'm saying there is fiction thrown in there,
There's
but
a circus in the
there was a
jungle, right?
real dude who
Welcome to
grew up
that.
in the wild and got separated from his parents as a little lad and then
You
ended
don't
up
think his parents
trying to
dumped him
get
off?
re-established back in society, and it didn't fucking work because he was too animal indoctrinated. So
And I've heard a story of from a friend of mine who was South American, and where he was from, there was a story of a girl who had been, she lost her parents and started hanging out with monkeys, a troop of monkeys, and the monkeys raised her in the wild.
That's crazy how animals will do that, huh?
Yeah.
Instinctively know that you're a child, that you're a baby of
That you're an
us,
Yeah, you're gonna.
and we're going to take care of you.
or they'll
to
fucking
survive.
eat you. I mean,
Just like Tarzan.
happens too.
All
Is
right.
that true? The monkey thing?
He said it was a story of like the previous generation that was around in his village, in his place where he grew up. So it's anecdotal, could be real, maybe.
Let us know in the comments. I mean,
All right. The road to Ruta. The road to Ruta is a theory that suggests that there are a group of people in the United States that are working collectively to remove and destroy financial banking powers that have pretty much controlled our lives for hundreds of years.
Banking.
trying to crash like the
The
what is it,
banking
the Federal
plans.
Reserve and all that.
Trying to get rid of the Rothschilds because they own all the banks throughout the entire
It's a
world.
good place to start. Yeah.
That they're the only ones, huh?
They're the only ones because they own.
I think there's only two
They own 7 sub corporations
that own everything.
that own all the banking systems in the entire world.
Not North Korea.
For the most part.
And
some
not-
of
there's
it, some
another
of it
one,
can't
too.
be proven.
They're
but
even linked to the Swiss bank accounts. They know.
They're even linked to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Crazy, which has no gold in it.
That's crazy. I mean,
Doesn't need gold, it's all based on debt.
people are very fucking pissed off about this shit. You know
About
what I
what?
mean? About the way, like, we obviously all are open, our eyes are open enough to see that the people that are in power, our government has sold us out. It's
They
not
don't-
for the
they
people,
don't
it's not
care.
by the people anymore. There's people that are higher above them. I think our elections are all in fucking question.
I don't. They don't have to. Why do they have to rig elections? It doesn't matter who wins.
They rig
There's a plan
elections
for
It does
to make
because
it-
it makes it look like there is a choice, but
They,
there's
can,
really
they
not.
can just let that happen.
It's the illusion of
It's
choice.
way more logistics than they need to worry about. It's way more shit.
So
than
were
they
they
need
just,
to
they're
do.
paying people off?
All of them are bought and paid for, dude. From the jump to the dive.
Yeah, when you're on that gravy train, you ain't going nowhere. Everyone's gonna.
It's their
Follow that
fucking
shit.
show, dude.
All right, the next one is deep sea lab techs. There are 3 of them down underwater. by the United States Navy in the 60s, and they would make these they're like little
Sea
bubbles,
Like bubbles, yeah.
and you can live inside of them.
That show.
One person ended up dying from a monoxide poison, and they shut all of them down. No one ever saw that person. The name was never mentioned. The theory behind it is they think that something attacked the sea labs.
I mean, I've heard of the labs before, but
Yeah, that's the thing for sure.
I never knew the story behind why they quit on them.
And are they quit?
Maybe they're doing something that they don't want to talk about.
And that was that whole era too, where like you had films like Leviathan and
Oh, yeah.
Deep Star
Love
6
that
and
stuff.
those other ones that came out too. So, yeah,
Right.
like, hey man.
I don't know. They probably still exist. Why wouldn't they?
All right, the next one. Hitler escaped inside Inner Earth.
The Hollow Earth theory? Is that what that is?
Agartha.
Okay.
I
The granddaddy of the Hollow Earth theory.
fucking A, dude. If anything, I hope is correct is Agartha, because that would explain so much of us and who we are and why we're here. Because there means that there's a whole nother story to who we are
Well, yeah, but
that
isn't
lives underneath the ground.
Isn't that what mythology is, right? Is an explanation for those esoteric things that we haven't come to quite grasp of yet?
So you wish Hitler escaped into the inner Earth?
I mean, he supposedly went to Antarctica.
I thought he went to Venice. I thought
Oh, he was just a
Argentina.
traveler,
Argentina,
huh?
for sure.
I thought he went to Argentina.
Well, they had a fucking base over there in Antarctica, and
did.
they believe that the Inner Earth, the entrance
gateway
there
to it was there.
is the gateway to Agartha is there.
But see, that goes back to like the Gate and the Guardian theory of being in Antarctica also.
What's the point of having a gateway to it?
I mean, you can hide a gate, but I mean, it'd be kind of hard to
And there's a
hide a 50
there
foot
is a
fucking
fucking
Guardian.
all right. When you're there in Antarctica, you when you're there, oh man, I had too much, huh? That's what's going on.
Yeah, what's
do
going
it?
on, dude? You all
Phil,
right?
Did you do it here?
I'm not like fucked up,
Here,
but I'm like I
let's take
just
some of the load.
Were you on preparation H or what?
Susan,
no, I
come
just
and suck
like
his dick.
fucking blanked out real fast.
Susan, suck my dick.
So I mean,
Not mine.
if Hitler did escape there, this is where I was going at.
Good.
That every single continent or in major player in the game of the Earth signed a fucking treaty saying that we're not going to go there.
That's not what the treaty says.
That
It's
we're not going to
wrong.
mine.
It's a bad
We're not going.
interpretation of
We're
it.
not going to mine. We're not going to take any of the resources there.
The snow.
And how does it happen so fast?
The
That
penguins.
it's no. Well,
seals.
the idea of it is
It
that it's
happened over,
dedicated to
months.
preservation and scientific research.
Yeah.
They're doing shit over there.
There's
They're
something going
researching.
on.
There's a bunch of countries over there.
Yeah,
with
there's
all
a
kinds of shit.
massive research facility there,
Yeah, I know a guy who went there.
There's a pyramid there.
and there was an Air Force outpost there. I don't know if it's still there.
The thing got it.
All right, the next one, Illuminati blood banks. So in this theory is the Illuminati have access to blood banks to make them youthful and more younger. Whatever they.
More younger?
More younger.
But don't they harvest
Younger.
their own blood?
More is less.
I don't know. Do they?
I thought. I mean, they were part of the missing, right? They're in on that.
I mean, is that the thing?
Yeah, but where
I don't
do they
know.
put the excess blood at? They need a place to put the missing blood.
That you can just go there. There's an endless supply of blood.
It's not endless.
It can be endless if you have the kind of money where they're doing like types of cloning and processing.
Dialysis.
That way you can constantly be draining and getting fresh blood all the
But
time.
again, that's still too much work. He said 800,000 a year, and that's just kids.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a lot of adrenochrome.
If it's true. All right, sacred geometry. So in this one, they're saying that God is
Oh,
A
this
shape.
isn't Terrence Howard's one, is it?
that God is a shape.
It's
That
not
God
Terrence
is-
Howard's
I
thing,
don't
is
know.
God's a
Fucking guy.
That God is a shape.
shape.
A
Yeah, well,
geometric.
There's been an idea from that for a while. It started with Aristotle and Plato where they were trying to create the tetrahedron, I think it
yes.
was called.
Yep.
And then the tetrahedron evolved into the grammatron or something else. That the next set of philosophers stepped up from that.
And then turned into Optimus Prime at the end.
And yeah, it was supposedly the perfect shape that if you could alchemically create, it would be the foundation of a philosopher's stone.
Then what would the shape look like, or doesn't
Like a
anybody know?
tetrahedron.
Well, it's its
I'm
own
not
shape.
even sure what that is.
That's
Is
it.
it
Look it up.
constantly
Look it up.
changing
Like a
shapes?
gigametron?
No, it's
No.
just it's a geometric shape comprised of triangles, like triangles. Over
And that's
top
the
of triangles.
philosophers, though.
No,
They're
it's
saying it could
No,
be
it's a
that.
base of a shape that you can use to create something.
Yeah. They say because it's a perfect shape, if you can create a crystal in the shape of that object, it would have
you can create
certain
anything.
powers imbued with it.
Got you. So that's God.
Yes.
The
Not
shape.
not
God
God,
is a
like the
shape.
bearded guy. God is in the higher
Well,
power.
Well, in this instance, there wouldn't be that. It would be the shape. Is
It could be the creation of all things.
the shape.
The
This-
start
the-
of the creation of all things.
Yes.
That makes sense.
All right. DMT beings. So when you do DMT, the theory behind this is
Still waiting for
there are beings that, like elves, that watch you
Elves?
as you leave. As
So
you
you
leave.
start doing it, all of a sudden there's a bunch of garden gnomes around here. Like, oh, dude.
Have you done it before?
Dude. There's no garden gnomes.
Have you done it before,
They're invisible.
Stefan?
I don't want to talk about that.
Have you done DMT before?
I don't. What?
You're
DRI? What's going on?
Ansel?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I've thought about it.
No, you guys haven't.
Nope.
I think we should. I think we got to get it from Deepak.
You gotta trust that kind of shit. It can go so wrong so quick.
Yeah, that could damage you. You could ruin your eyes and shit and be like blind and all kinds of stuff.
Missing children of the forest. So they're saying that in this one, they're saying that in national parks, just people go fucking missing.
Oh, the part of
The
like
missing
the missing
411.
411?
Yeah.
I saw that one.
That's some spooky shit.
Where the fuck do they go?
Well, so, okay. I don't want to. Wow.
Okay, so anyways,
That
to,
answer.
I will speak on something. One explanation that I've had for this. There's so many people who go missing in national parks every year.
But
Just
the
in national parks.
circumstances behind it are really
Weird.
bizarre.
Like they're like some guy will go missing 20 years, and then all of a sudden, 20 years later, the kids' clothes are like on top of a mountain bridge.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, that happens. There
Like
was,
no time
Oh,
has
like
gone
was
by.
folded.
yeah.
there was one where it was a toddler, and the
Yes.
toddler disappeared.
Wearing
but they
orange.
found his remains at a place where literally a toddler would not have been able to get to.
Impossible.
It's not possible, yeah, because they just don't.
Because
have
not
the
even
physical
adults
strength.
can go
Yeah.
into that area.
Not without equipment.
I know me and you were
Yeah.
thinking of the same story. Another thing that what they're saying is it's possible that you could eat a berry or something on the trail and it'll make you just fucking.
Yeah, because a lot of the stories they involve like some of the people prior to disappearing became like hallucinogenic or were just generally out of it,
Smurf berries.
according to the rest of the people who were in their party. And like some people say they were walking like a foot behind them. They turned around and turned back and they're gone
But they're
without a trace.
what they're also saying is because it has so much like natural nature that it could be intermixing, and those national parks are intertwining with another dimension,
Yeah, and they kind of fold into one another.
and that's why people are disappearing so fast.
Well, what do you think is the trees?
Taking them?
Have you guys been paying attention and seeing all those tree videos where the people are filming trees walking and shit?
I've seen that, but I thought it was
It's been
bullshit.
real.
Oh, come on.
I've
You
seen
actually
a lot
believe
of
that?
them recently.
That's crazy. Like Ents.
Like,
Yeah.
like they literally.
Like the
one was
ones
an
in Lord of the
overhead
Rings?
View. This guy had a drone he was flying overhead of this forest, and this thing is like stomping through all violently. It's a fucking tree.
Are you sure it's not somebody fucking around making stupid video or something? I mean,
Yeah, I checked and it didn't say Steven Spielberg or anything. So I'm like, damn. But there's a lot of different ones that are pretty interesting because people say that he says they can't, you know.
I mean, are they walking like clear as day, or is it like super slow motion, like walking like you would?
One was pretty gnarly, dude.
I mean,
You gotta see it.
how fast were they going?
35 miles.
Well, like if a fucking tree moved, it'd be about that fast.
I mean, I would just think of
Whatever you're
trees as
thinking.
moving like super fucking slowly. Like,
No,
this
it's
thing was
something- yeah.
pushing through
So it was
the other
booking.
trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty-
so it ripped
pretty-
all its roots out of the ground and made legs with its roots and started to walk.
Yes.
That don't make any sense at all.
Oh, but it does.
Okay, but so also missing 401 too. Like there are another another situation is it could be a Garth. People coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
There's tunnels that go into the earth, come out, grab person, come back down.
And they're just like walking home from Antarctica.
No, well, these people will be doing all kinds of stuff. It's
all
people
in
just
Earth.
enjoying the national parks. You know, they're fishing, they're hunting, they're hiking, they're backpacking.
You're walking up those stairways.
Oh, that's another thing. In national parks, there are fucking stairways to nothing.
Yeah.
And once you get to the top of them, you can't hear shit.
And the rangers tell you to stay away from them.
Don't touch them, because they don't want you to fall.
And there's that area in Yellowstone where the gravity is unusual.
Unusual gravity. In which way?
There's a couple of structures that are built there, but the gravimetric properties of the area, like they build angles there, and the way you stand isn't, or the way you fall from the way the angle's built isn't the way that you should. Like just weird shit like that. Nothing.
Check it out, Phil.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Things roll uphill and shit. Dude.
I'll find out the name and I'll tell you so you can look it up. It's fun.
Plan a trip around it.
Go visit and try following.
Road trip. We'll go check it out.
Okay, and there's only one more.
Okay.
Well, just two more. One of them I don't really give a fuck. Arnold Schwarzenegger is supposed to be higher or taller than he's really is.
Oh, he's not taller than you. You're 6'4", right?
Not taller than your girlfriend for sure.
Not
6'5".
So yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck.
She went from 5'11" to 6'5".
I know. She's
I don't even know how he gets 5'11" from that shit. It's not.
She told me how tall she is.
That's
Dude,
not
she's
5'11".
6'1".
Do you think she's taller than you?
She's way taller
100%
than me.
taller.
She's like,
She's
towering
like
over
4 inches taller
She's
than me.
No way.
She looked down at him.
you? No way.
She's 4 inches taller than me.
Yes, for sure.
For sure. I mean, if not taller.
I'm saying 6'1".
She might be as tall as Ice, maybe taller than Ice. Maybe.
In heels.
Was it weird for you to like look up and see her?
Yeah, I was
Smiling at you?
very.
You
For
were
one,
like-
I noticed that she was attractive. Number two, I was like, fuck. Like, if I fucked her, it would be like me climbing on top of her, this little man crawling on her. I just gave up. I was like, fuck, I'm not even gonna try to. I'll fart right now. I don't give a shit.
I don't want to do this fantasy anymore.
And the last one is Die Glock.
Your cock?
My Glock?
Die Glock was purported top secret Nazi scientific technological device, secret weapon, or Wunderwaffe. Anyways, what this is it's pretty much a fucking time machine that they created to go back in time, and or another theory that it was is that you weren't allowed to go back, but you were allowed to see the future. And so you're able to just observe the future and change your actions compared to what the future holds.
They've sucked on both accounts.
Was
because
it
they
the
lost.
bell?
Huh? The
Was it
bell.
the bell?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
bell. It was
If
shaped
you
as
saw
a
the
bell.
future, and you saw. I mean, I don't think that's real at all. Because then they're pretty stupid to see.
Well, they knew no matter what the outcome was gonna be.
Like, what if Isaac saw 10 years ago, like, oh, dude, like, here's my future. I'm with this 9. Like, and then he just spends the next 10 years, like, trying not to fuck it up. But then he just ends up with, like, Susan or something, you know what I mean?
Wow.
That would be a bummer.
That would be crazy, right?
That would
But
I
would he
would
be
be an
happy
idiot.
with whoever he ends up with?
I'm just saying, if
He
the
just said it was
future
gonna
could
be
be
Susan.
changed, you know what I mean?
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the future is like this, there's nothing you can do.
Well, just knowing about it, you would have already changed it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
my
saying.
point.
Then what if that's why I don't believe in it, because if you can see the past or if you can see the future and you do events to try to change those things, you're already changing whatever you just saw back. It's like the theory of Back to the Future. Whatever you already saw, try to go back. You're making a different timeline already.
Mm-hmm.
Your timeline for whatever you just saw is not gonna be the same when you go back. It's already immediately changed.
Exactly.
The only way to
Multiverse,
continue the same timeline is if you never altered that parallel timeline.
Mhm.
It's already fucked.
Yeah, it's called a paradox.
Exactly. Thank you, Sean.
Okay. Well, I have another one too. I can do this one. That sometimes during the year, natural parks are forced closed. They ask everyone who's there to leave.
Yeah, the cleaning.
And then they also, once they leave, they have just max closure for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, to clean the.
Well, they're saying that some things are happening, either from Agartha or different
Like there's
timelines.
events going on in that region.
It's
that they're
pretty
trying
much
to
the same
avoid.
shit that we were talking about earlier with the missing children.
And are these things planned, or is it just like random? Like, everybody get the fuck out?
No, it's random.
Okay.
And sometimes they tell people to get the fuck out. Like, it's over, dude. Go.
Like I've actually gone on vacation or whatever to parks and they've been
But they also say it's because of like, oh, we need to,
Camp?
so there's no fires. And
Well,
stuff
around
like
here, that's what they do. They'll say it's like weed abatement or, you know.
Well, right now there's actually one going on where there's protesters that are blocking the entrance to whatever national parks because they're upset about whatever bullshit. But
They
Isn't
need to
there a
fuck off with
volcano
all that
happening
bullshit.
right now up there?
Well,
China
Yosemite's
and
pretty-
Japan.
Isn't there a fire?
Yellowstone
Japan.
has no, in
No, there's a
United
part of
States.
There's a
there's
fire
part
in
of
Yellowstone,
Yellowstone that
isn't
became active that was evacuated.
Where's the fire at?
and that's not
They
suspicious.
shut it down all the time because the roads are melting.
Yeah, it's thermographically
It's
active.
a super volcano. It'll wipe.
Well, all of
us
Yellowstone is a giant shield volcano.
Yeah.
out. We're done. If that goes
Well, Stefan, would you, or Ansel, would you?
Not so much what I learned. I was just reminded of how much of an asshole Phil is. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was on you today.
What a dick.
Man, I can't escape that.
Wow.
Stefan, what'd you learn?
I learned about Isaac's interesting relationship and what he's got going on, and that he's truly in love.
Getting there.
Well, I hear your words when you talk.
Is she
Sounds
still?
like it's pretty there.
Is she still?
Thank you. Huh?
She's still?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, she's still.
Yeah. Messing around?
Oh, loads upon loads.
Loads
No,
upon
that didn't
loads?
happen.
That's not happening anymore?
That didn't ever happen.
You guys
Because
signed
I'm
a
down.
contract?
I mean, what's up?
Huh?
I'm down. What's up?
Did she sign a contract with you or what?
Yeah.
That she's not gonna get loads dumped in her
Proprietary.
no more?
Yeah, it's in the prenup.
No more
What's the
loads?
shortest guy she's fucked?
Your height problem?
5'11", 3
God
quarters?
damn, he said that deliberately.
I know. Fucking asshole.
Like a spear.
What happens when you fantasize about my girlfriend?
I wasn't fantasizing. I already know my role, dude. I'm short.
He knows the place. What happened to me?
This is a man who loves men!
Men!
This is a man who loves women! This is a man who loves men who love men!
Men who love men.
This is a man who loves women who love women!
Who loves the women.
This is a man who loves they who love they!
They and them.
This is a man who loves them who love they! This is a man who loves they who love them who love her who love him!
Come on, Phil.
This is my father!
Come on, Phil.
He's the ultimate humanitarian! This is Phil Amoroso!
All right.
Go, Phil. Go.
Boats
Entertain
and
us,
hoes.
Phil.
Boats and hoes. I gotta have me my boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Call the Arabs! I'm a pussy pirate. My name is Jack Sparrow. You can free my flesh, arrow.
We're both wearing the same muscle.
Hey, these girls in this video are horrible too, huh? These are Dylan Garcia girls?
Oh, the boats and hose girl?
I think, honestly, after reminding me, I think Dylan Garcia is represented by Prestige Worldwide. I think that's what's going on.
No, these girls are a little better than Susan. Way better than Susan, actually.
And let me correct myself. Not all the women that he has are portly or ugly, and I never said they were ugly. They're on the bigger side.
Hey, Phil.
What'd you learn, Dad?
I learned you can't read for shit.
I guess I need glasses.
Just a day.
There's a few of them that are tough reading, dude.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of McGillicuddy.
That's it.
All right, fuck you.
I learned you were 6 foot. 6 foot?
5'11", 3 quarters. Hey, what, 3 quarters? What are you laughing about? You don't think I'm 5'11"?
3 quarters, I forgot.
You don't think I'm 5'11"?
In 3 quarters. Debatable.
Okay. Do we want to bet?
Your son's taller than you.
No, he's not. Do you want to bet?
He's not taller than you?
No.
Julian is taller than you, isn't he?
No, he's
Your
not.
wife is taller than you.
Oh,
Like, I mean,
you're a
not by
fucking
much,
idiot
but he's
now.
like, he's
I have my-
a bit.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
that was a little
daughter's
too far.
taller than you, bro.
That was a little too far. That was like me with the
Barbarian. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't think I'm 5'11"? You want to bet?
I don't know how tall you are.
Okay. Do you want to bet I'm 5'11"? Stop making your faces on the
don't-
5'11" gimmick.
It's the gimmick?
Obviously, you're trying to be funny or something.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Let's bet.
That you're 5'11"
At least.
and 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Why does it fucking matter so much? Why does it matter so much to you? What
Ask
difference does it
him.
make?
It's you. You're the one
You're the
talking
one
about
keeping
it.
it going. Just ignore it and let it fucking go. And just
No,
get out of
let's
the shit.
bet then. If I'm not, let's bet.
You're 5'11".
Let's bet.
Okay.
A wheel spin. You want to bet?
You can be 5'11". I'll let you have it. You
No,
need more
I'm
than
not
I
trying
do.
to. I'm trying to. Do you want to bet?
Can we just end the show now, please?
Do you want to bet?
Can we just end the show now?
You don't want to bet because
No,
you
I
know
don't.
you're wrong.
No, I'm not. But I don't want to. I just get suckled into your bet syndrome thing.
Listen, I can spin the wheel too.
That's fine. I don't want.
If
you to
I'm
spin
not,
the-
if
I
I'm
don't
not
want-
5'11".
Listen, the only one that needs to be spinning the wheel is Susan. So we'll just.
Your girl is over 6 foot.
Okay.
She's like 6'2", 6'3".
There's not. That's not possible.
It is.
Is she listening to the show?
She watches. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then she knows you got a blowjob from Suzanne, right?
I know she already threw up
Okay.
in her mouth because of it.
All right.
Yeah.
What'd you learn, idiot?
Oh, other than that fight, the 6 foot 5'11",
6'11".
I don't know now. I'm 6 foot 5'11", 3/4. I just know at the end it's 3/4. I learned that there's some crazy ass fucking shit that happens.
This is crazy shit that happens.
Awesome.
The torrent shit was funny.
It's so awesome.
Sean, what'd you learn?
I learned if you sign a contract, you need to read the contract and you need to carry out everything that's in the contract. Otherwise, you're gonna look very unprofessional.
And you didn't know this before?
I learned a little bit more in depth, Phil.
Clearly.
I'm reiterating
I'm
a
just
point
asking.
for
Don't
our
get upset.
listeners.
That's
What
what
are you getting
learns
upset
means.
for?
Learn it.
Nobody's talking to you.
No, I'm talking to you.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to you. Where's your sticks? Go get your sticks.
My fags.
Go get
You're
your
the
sticks,
ones- You
Phil.
guys took them.
Do you want to talk about Fleetwood Mac some more? Fleetwood Mac. Never mind.
What about Fleetwood Mac?
Fade to black. The crowd goes apeshit, and we're fucking out of here. As they say in Canada, peace.
They don't say
How do you know? You've never been to
that shit in Canada.
Canada.
No, like,
Don't
seriously,
forget to
don't
fuck
go
more.
to Canada and say that shit. They'll look at you
You've
weird.
never been there, so how do you know?
5'11" 3/4 is what he says. He's tall.
Do you want to bet on it?
There's no way you're 5'11" 3/4.
Just bet.
Okay.